Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Magi, where we open our handbooks, open our minds, and more importantly, we roll the damn dice. As always, I'm your Dungeon Master Caleb, or you may call me the Viking DM. I want to thank everybody for giving me a break last week to celebrate my fiance's birthday. That is why I was not here. I got to go to a concert, meet really cool artists, Alexandra K, awesome. If you guys haven't seen her on TikTok, follow her on TikTok. She actually agreed to sing at our wedding, which is awesome. So I want to thank everybody for letting me get off for that. Few announcements. We are live on Twitch and YouTube every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We have recently stopped doing podcasts until we get the people tell us that they would like us to produce more podcasts. It's just a little bit more work, so until everybody wants to hear more podcasts, then we'll start going back to that. But we are now a Twitch affiliate. We want to thank all of you for helping us get here. Just a reminder, you can subscribe to our channel with 3 tiers. You can also even use your Amazon Prime subscription to sub to us for free every month. So we want to thank you again for that. We can't wait to see where this journey takes us. Another thing that I would like to announce is we have a Patreon. Our Patreon is live. You can find us at patreon.com/dungeonsandmagi. You will have to put our direct link. If you search us, you will not find us because we are listed as adult content. I don't know why, but we are. Because it's not like we cuss or anything.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So, I don't really give a shit, but...
I'm the one that cusses the most out of the group.
So, find us on Patreon. We have 4 tiers. First tier gets you access to our fan Discord, and you officially become part of the Damned. That's only $5 a month. Anything helps us keep this going. We are trying to go, for those that don't know, Ben and Pam are going to be moving to Kentucky soon. So
it's looking more like next year, so...
Yes, but still soon.
Soon, yeah.
So we're going to be going half and half online and half in person. So anything you guys do, like with Patreon and subbing to us on here, that helps us get all the equipment we need to begin to transfer to that platform. So please check it out. You can even go to the highest tier, the Truly Damned, for only $35 a month. And every quarter you will get a custom piece of merch that for this year is Misery's End. You start off with a sticker. Then you get a mug, a shirt, and then a hoodie. And if you look, our Patreon link is in the slides that are going through. So patreon.com/dungeonsandmagi. Dungeons and Magi is all one word. So please check that out. Again, we have a member of our team, Ethan, who has a family member that's suffering from an illness. Just for sake of privacy, we won't go into any of the big aspects about it, but they're going to have to change their living situation as this illness progresses. They have set up a GoFundMe that is at the bottom of our stream. If you would take a look, that's going to help them change the living conditions. If we can hit a goal as the Damned, as our followers, if we can hit a goal of $5,000, we are going to do a custom portrait. We are going to do custom dice giveaway. And if we get 5,001. Anything over 5,000, I will shave my beard that I've been growing for a year and a half.
That's worth it to try and raise that.
I look like a fucking baby.
I can't. Honestly, I hope we reach that goal not only to help improve their living situation, but just to see a baby-faced Caleb.
Yeah.
So, please do that. Again, the link is at the bottom of the stream. Check out our website, www.dungeonsandmagi.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course here Twitch, Dungeons and Magi. Most of it have an underscore in between all of it, except for Facebook and Twitter. We have our one-shot the last Sunday of every month, so in a couple weeks we will have our Wild West one-shot, where we are in the 1800s in South Dakota. That was written by Ethan. It was designed by myself. I wrote all the mechanics for the game. And it is DM'd by Ethan, so it gives me a little break, and I get to go to my southern drawl.
Your southern drawl.
And do some Eldritch Blast. Just kidding.
That is the thing.
So, we also have our new series the first Wednesday of every month. We just had it a couple weeks ago, called Behind the Curtain. A lot was unpacked last Wednesday. We had a lot of fun talking about everything. With what is planned for these next few sessions, there's going to be a lot to unpack next Behind the Curtain. So please tune in with us there as the first Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, off to our sponsors. Ethan.
Well, I guess it's different, not being the DM and then, passing it off to somebody else to do the sponsors. It's weird. But we do have 5 sponsors to talk about. Our first one, for the entirety of our campaign, is Dungeon Crate. For those of you who don't know, it is a subscription box full of epic products, including dice, miniatures, tabletop terrain, and original adventures you can't find anywhere else, all delivered to your castle doors every month. We are so excited to be working with them. And if you put in the code DungeonsMagi22 at checkout, you will receive 15% off of a new subscription. And then also all Crate members may use their monthly code to receive 10% off in the online RPG store. You can find them today at dungeoncrate.com. Our second sponsor is, and a permanent sponsor, is our very own Raven's Nest. As you know, Aaron, or the player who plays Van, is head of Raven's Nest and has, I would say, majestically have created all of our dice for our campaign. Can we
unveil the new Maresh dice? The liquid core Maresh dice.
I'm sorry, let me... You got the liquid.
Yeah.
Yes, the Maresh dice are liquid cores.
Yeah, hang on one second.
This will be the first, first liquid cores to go out from Raven's Nest dice, and they are mine. So you can continue as he gets those dice.
Yep. As Aaron is going to go grab those dice, you can find him on Etsy, and he does character-themed dice and dice boxes. And as some of the other casts have shown, he also does dice towers. All right.
Fully custom too. You can choose
fully
your own
custom
as well.
So this is the Atheon and Hufflepuff dice tower.
This is the.
It's very awesome. So moving on to permanent sponsor number 3, the one that always tongue twists me, Luna Solis Stellae. Stellae.
Where's your wife to correct you?
No, she was in the other room. She didn't hear me say it. They are a fantasy-inspired Etsy shop that focuses around the world of Dungeons & Dragons. You can check out their best-selling item, which is the D&D Mystery Loot Box, which to me sounds amazing because I always like getting the surprise of what I'm going to get inside a loot pack, which inspires an adventure through random dice, figurines, cards, and more. Written from the perspective of their homebrew Fey Pocket Realm, Each package comes with a letter from the Archfey Lavandula Lazuli. Hopefully I said that right. With a quest or information corresponding to your package. Some personalization can be done through themes. If you use code DN Magi, you will get 10% off of any of the items in the shop. You can check them out on Etsy or at our sponsored tab on our website. And Aaron is back to show off dice.
My liquid core Maresh dice.
Those are pretty.
The camera doesn't do him justice.
No.
I can almost guarantee it.
I may have to order another
Set of liquid core.
Yeah.
So, you guys are the first to see the Maresh liquid core dice. I will be getting them here in a few weeks.
And she's right. The camera does not do him justice. I mean, it's the same thing when Atheon got hers. The little subtleties that show up when you're looking at them face to face. I'm digging them. I'm digging them.
Makes me excited for the next set I get.
Find those on Etsy, Raven's Nest Dice.
And then
real quick, I'm using these tonight. It's undecided if I'm keeping them or not. So, I don't know. Somebody
really
may
cool.
be able to grab these.
That looks super awesome. Like, all of his dice, I'm pretty sure everybody here wants them all. It's just, it's cost money and,
Dice Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think everybody here is a dice goblin of some sort.
No, not him.
created the dice goblin.
Not
All
him.
right.
And then
I love
our
dice, don't get me wrong, I love dice.
real quick, our fourth sponsor is Big Nerd Coffee Roastery. They are a small batch coffee roaster in upstate New York. Their focus is to bring us fresh roasted coffee and kick-ass nerdy content. And then 5% of all their quarterly profits are donated to Child's Play charity, which is huge. And then the last sponsor, which isn't on our slide, is our very own. We use their initiative tracker. We use their dice jail, Grapevine Lightworks. They have been with us since pretty much the beginning of the campaign.
They were our first sponsor.
Our very first sponsor.
She has my dice jail.
I was going to say the dice jail. But they make really good quality product. And those are just a couple of the samples that we have. They have a lot more on their store.
I will say there's something in the works from Grapevine Lightworks. I, here in the next couple weeks, will be getting a custom DM screen from Grapevine Lightworks.
Ooh.
With our logo and everything on it. So I cannot wait for that.
And then is there a code for that one or I know they're on Etsy.
There is. Give me 1 second. I forgot to put this in the notes. Let me find it.
Because I don't know. I couldn't remember. I just thought I'd turn to Caleb. But yes,
if you use the code MAGI, MAGI, while using that code, I believe it is 10%.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I don't remember. But it will, at the very least, it lets him track who comes through from us.
But
so that we can
like
continue working with them.
Yeah, they are a super awesome company. From what I've gathered and what I've read is that it's a really awesome, chill dude who makes good quality work. With that, Caleb, that's in for sponsors.
All right, so if there are no more announcements, let's roll the damn dice.
Oh, I got a 7.
All right. So, last we left off, Bakira and the whole group were arrested. And Bakira was put on trial for lycanthropy, for being a werewolf. The great, oh so great, Belvis attorney at law,
Greatest legal mind of our times,
decided to defend Bakira in what seemed to be a already decided jury. Some mistakes were made by calling of certain witnesses that outsmarted Belvis, like children that outsmarted Belvis.
I wouldn't call that a mistake. I would call that trying to save Bakira's ass.
reminding everybody at home about that.
In the end, Bakira was found guilty of lycanthropy and sentenced to death by hanging at midnight when the moon was full. She was escorted to the gallows. And beforehand, she was given a gift by everybody's favorite child, Charlie. Which, if you have watched our Instagram and our Meet the Cast, is inspired by Ethan's new son, Charlie. Bakira was given a flower and was told to pluck a petal when she felt scared. And she indeed did just that as the chair was kicked out underneath of her. And as she plucked the petal, a suit of armor from the young inventor began to form around her in yellow and green as she hit the ground, and Korth at the same time threw up an image so it looks like she was hung and killed. And all of you were able to disappear back to Deals and Haggles, where the hag awaited. And we ended with the hag telling you it was time for the next set of trials. And that's where we pick up. You all, the portal opens, you all kind of stumble in, and you look around and you see the large hag sitting there, one set of the arms crossed, while the other two sets sit there on the table, fingers tapping, long fingers. And you hear the raptor-like toe clicking. So it is time for the next trial. And the hag begins to scan the room, and from what you can see, you can't see their brow, all you can see are those eyes behind the hood. And you see the eyes narrow as they reach Sobek. Your trials await. I cannot tell you yet what they are, as you will learn them soon, but I can tell you I've been doing some searching, and you may want to check on your ship crew. The breaded cheese, I believe it is.
Elvis steps forward and says, "What do you know happened? What happened to all ship? Tell us."
I do not know. I know I have tried to reach out to them, but they do not answer. All I get is some weird noise.
DM,
Great.
would Atheon be able to know that noise because they tried to reach out to the ship as well?
Yes, all the noise you heard was the of Daisy. That's all. That's the only noise you heard anytime you reached out.
Bell was kind of listening to everyone and like, well, I guess we need to go find the ship at long last. Even money happened through struck somewhere.
Bakira kind of rubs her temples. It's just like, well, I'm kind of in a bind because I'm supposed to be dead.
Only around here.
The hag
Can't just go walking around down bottle laxadazel.
The hag looks at you with that and says, "We can fix that."
Bakira kind of side eyes and looks at Sobek and what she's done to him, and she's like, I like the color of my scales where they are. Thank you.
I will not change who you truly are, just how others perceive you.
And how would they perceive me?
And you see one of the arms pick up and reach underneath and pluck something from underneath, and all you see is this small ceramic mask that would fit right around. Just wear this.
I recognize one of these. Yothram used to have one.
Bell just kind of looks over at it like,
Bakira actually picks up the mask, puts it on, and you see her turn human.
Yes. So Bakira begins to shift. The snout comes into a regular nose and mouth. The scales begin to disappear, and you see. Can you explain what a human Bakira would look like?
Her hair is raven feather black. Her eyes a vibrant green. She's the same height as she was, but she is darker in skin tone.
Belvis, who wasn't really paying attention, looks over and sees you because he's like, oh,
Atheon looks over at Bakira and's like, I prefer you as a dragon.
Believe me, if I could say a dragon, I would, but I'd rather not have the guards on our backs every time we leave.
Korth shifts into what Bakira looked like before, into the Black Dragonborn. Like this?
Atheon looks at Korth and's like, if you're going to shift, you can stay shifted into my best friend.
And then shifts back into big old Argos. Oh, little sugar dome, it's okay. Like taps Atheon a couple times on the head.
Atheon just kind of like shrugs down and like rubs their temples because they have a bad headache from the court and everything, and her mental shields being down.
The hag begins to look around before all of you leave, calculating, reaches under the bar without saying a word to anybody, and grabs something that is wrapped in velvet cloth and hands it to Van with one of the arms. And Van, you may open it now if you wish. And I will describe what it is if you choose to open it now.
Okay. And Van's been kind of standing there flipping the coin while kind of looking around at everybody. I'll put the coin away and I'll take that and I'll kind of nod to the hag with a inquisitive raise of my brow and unfold it.
As you unfold it, everybody can see, those of you that are peering over, looking over Van's shoulder curiously as to what the hag has given to Van without saying a word. You see a mask, a full-faced mask. It is ceramic white, little off-tone. There's gold, almost tribal-like striping all through the mask. There are black in the eyes with small slits to let the pupils see through. There is a predominant nose on it with 2 nostrils. And around the mouth, there is no formed mouth, but only slits that look like somebody sewed a mouth shut. This is the mask of the Raven Assassin. It belonged to your brother.
I'm going to take the mask. Thank you. And I'll put it on.
As Van puts this on, almost Jim Carrey-like with the mask, where it kind of like forms around. It doesn't completely change him, but it kind of like suctions to his face. And as it does, this white hood that all of you are used to seeing with the white owl feathers, suddenly they begin to transform to black as a black mist begins to shroud his head. And as the mist forms, you look and you see that the hood is now on his head, covered on the top. So all you see is this eerie mask. And for the players, for the audience, we will show the mask on our social media. For the players, if you would like to look into our main chat, you can see what the mask looks like so you can get an idea.
Ooh.
We will post on social media Van's new mask tonight.
Hell yeah, badass.
And Van, you are able to take this on and off at will. If you lower your hood turns white and the mask disappears from your face in a mist, and the mist disappears. If you put your hood up, it will then begin to go black and the mask will mist in front of your face again. So it's all controlled by your hood. So hood down, everything's white. Hood up,
Okay.
Everything goes black, and it is your assassin mask. And yes, Pam, this is it is inspired by the Death Eater mask.
I have to say it.
So, the hag just looks around, crosses all 6 arms. Now, I suggest you go check on that ship of yours. I can send you, or you can use the coin.
Atheon asks the hag to have a private word with them.
And they reach out to your mind. Would you like to do it here?
As long as it doesn't give me an even bigger headache than I already have.
Would you like it to be out of character? Would you like it to be a table clearing?
No, this is actually not, has to deal with psychic abilities. So since
Okay.
everybody knows
Okay. So you can't have that conversation psychically, and it's not gonna hurt you anymore.
Okay. Atheon.
The rest of you just hear awkward silence.
Atheon asks the hag, how do I control this to stop the headaches and the unwanted voices?
I may have something to help.
What's the cost?
You're currently serving me anyways. So take it as a gift.
Thank you.
The hag reaches underneath with one of the arms, and for a sec, like, you hear this ruffling of what sounds like metal. All of you are wondering what's going on, not being able to hear any of this, and you finally see this glow that glows bright blue and then disappears as the hag pulls out the crown that you wore as Queen Lily.
Atheon takes the crown and has tears in their eyes and puts it on. Just
As you put it on, it doesn't remain as a crown. It almost, at least not a typical crown. As it hits you, you get all those feelings of Lily, all the goodness. As much of a bitch as she could be, she had this... I helped write Lily too, I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
So
Lily was
she...
a bitch when she wanted to be.
So,
I'm not gonna lie.
She had this care in her heart that Atheon does not have. At least at this time. At least at this time that you know of. So as it does, your eldritch energy begins to crackle in your head. The cracks in your skin begin to glow black and purple as it reaches up, and you almost see these fingers of eldritch energy grasp onto the crown, sink it into your head a little bit of pain, as the crown then transforms, and they are almost like stalagmites coming from your head in the shape of a crown, almost like a crown of thorns. But suddenly, everything's calm. You hear no voices. Your headache subsides. You feel a sense of relief.
Atheon just kind of sags in relief from the pain. If only it could be that simple IRL.
I'll just give you a crown of fucking thorns.
Yeah, if it could be that simple, it would be great. And just feeling no pain and not hearing anybody's voices. It's like you just see instant relaxation instead of the normal tightness.
Would anybody else like to inquire about anything from the hag, or would you like to continue to the breaded cheese?
Well, Sobek's just silently cursing.
And Bakim's just sitting there kind of like looking very uncomfortable at seeing skin instead of scale.
Belvis
And she's just like...
Belvis pulls out his two swords and just is kind of like, I'm ready to when everyone else is.
Let's get going. I want to find my shit, god damn it. Ugh.
Korth walks up to Atheon and says, simply, and he's Korth, now he's not Argaz. When you're ready, to discuss the dream, I have answers.
Atheon looks at Lord and says, "Thank you. It may be sooner rather than later."
Well,
And I
when
go ahead.
well when you just want to have a discussion between you and me, let me know. I have answers.
When
And Van pulls out both daggers and stabs Korth.
when
Wow!
when you two would like to have that conversation in the game, let me know,
Yeah.
and we will do a table clearing.
Well, it's kind
For
of
that
hard to do a table clearing with a certain someone.
He will have to go somewhere,
I will go somewhere. Don't worry.
but we will have to do a table clearing for that one. Yes.
And it was
So,
a natural one. Crack.
Uh-huh.
all right.
Dagger.
So, would you like the hag to send you the breaded cheese, or would you like to use the coin?
There! Let's use that coin! I
Okay.
don't know any more favors.
It's like, whenever
Harry.
you're ready.
Everybody ready? Everybody have everything they need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being human.
If we're
looking
going
things
somewhere,
weird.
I would really appreciate picking up that clothing thing that I wanted to get from you.
Oh.
And the blood weapon.
Elvis is
Mhm.
like, that's for all
Okay, well then.
Oh, we have a stop to make first, and then we're going to find.
Well, what about
Okay.
Charlie? We still have Charlie with us.
So, Raven's Nest, or Artificer, Raven's Nest, then the ship.
Right. Alright, let's get
This
it.
is
Okay.
gonna be-
So we gotta go.
Avian kind of holds out their arms for Charlie and pops them onto their shoulders.
Korth sees this, turns into Argos. Hey, what am I? Chop bull here? Come on, this is bullcrap.
Atheon just kind of goes and taps wherever they can reach on Korth, and just like, there, Argos. Sorry I'm not shoulder moon no more.
You just hit me in the eyeball. That hurts.
Atheon's
You
only
remember-
6
you gotta
foot.
You guys are about the same size now.
Oh shit.
Elvis turns to Willow. Willow, we're the only ones who actually got something at the
Ar-
Artificer.
Argos is
No,
only
I
about
do
a
too.
foot tall. Argos is only about a foot taller than you. I think Argos is like 7 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only about a foot
The only
taller
one
than
that's
you.
taller than him. No, the only one that's taller than him is Sobek. Sobek is
Yeah.
taller than me.
Well, yeah, I know, but what I'm
Atheon's
saying
not
is
6 foot.
Atheon is 6 foot, so she's used to reaching up really high from being Lily. That now, when she reaches up really high, she's basically slapping you in the face.
This bush ain't gonna ever come out. Oh, Sobek, let's go.
Okay,
Is more than happy to go with our guys.
so you guys would like to go pick up your items. I'll say, for sake of brevity, so we can get where we're going, you guys are able to pick up your items.
I need
I got a lightsaber.
I need the blood weapon put into my inventory.
Yeah, I need
Okay.
mine.
And whatever armor
I-
I'm using.
Yeah. Okay. So I haven't made it yet.
I got a sword of light, which is basically a lightsaber. You know,
Yes.
I got drugs.
So it's so for each of you, it's gonna take me a little bit to make those. I'll have them ready by next week.
okay.
Okay. No rush on the blood
So
weapon. I have Eldritch Blast.
yeah. So I will have your items ready next week. I completely forgot to make them. So just all three of you, just message me what you got, and then I'll have them.
Character chat. So then.
Yeah, I'll have them made this week. Okay. So, sake of brevity, you guys were able to pick up that stuff. We'll say you guys are able to drop Charlie off.
Okay.
And
Do we take a long rest?
I'll say, yeah, you guys can go ahead and take a long rest at the Raven's Nest if you choose. And that way you guys are ready for things to come. And yes, Charlie will be able to stay with 3.0.
And
So
blubber.
Yay.
You might want to
True.
check on your room again.
Extreme blubber. Oh god.
Blubber's being Blubber is I put Blubber in character. Bell says put Blubber on a trade person so he can teach him how to fight like he does.
Okay. So, we ready to flip the coin?
Yep. Go find our ship.
Flip the coin! Please and thank you.
So,
This ship.
the portal opens.
Belvis steps forward and looks to Bakir and the others and says, "I'll go first." And he just, with both swords in, he goes,
Korth turns to Sobek, transforms, shifts into Sobek, but before he got blue, he's like, "Oh, look at me, look, I'm Sobek," and jumps through the portal.
Sobek chases after his ass pit.
Bakir follows them like, oh god, they're gonna kill each other.
Atheon's like, Bakira's probably gonna need help, and just slowly, very slowly on purpose, walks into the portal to try to avoid as much combat between the two idiots as possible.
Okay. And then Van following suit. Everybody makes it through. Most of you expecting, when you think of the breaded cheese, you guys are expecting to either land on the deck of the breaded cheese or splash into water. So you guys kind of brace for impact into a deep ocean, except you land in a cloud of dust. As the portal closes, Van, the coin ends up in your hand as you put it away. You all get up and brush yourselves off as you look around in what should be an ocean. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh, shit.
Actually, no, this one I have actually pretty good perception. Oh, no. I still have shitty perception.
That's okay. It's going to be a group perception.
DM, I rolled a dirty 29.
19.
21.
Be 20.
I'm kidding.
30.
No!
Bakir can't perceive shit.
What are you, a
So-
rogue or something? Oh, wait.
It's the human eye.
Yeah,
So-
it is the human eye. Well, just blame it
Yeah.
on you being human.
Yeah,
So you all kind of like, not knowing where you are, you kind of all instinctually like circle onto each other like back to back.
Hacking
Just
Argos
to,
first.
just to keep from getting ambushed.
Oh, and
And-
Willow's in the middle of the circle.
Yeah. So
Squishy in the middle.
Van, you are the first to see as everybody turns their backs against each other to protect 360 degrees. Van, directly in front of you, you find the breaded cheese in two pieces. The whole completely split in half, splintered everywhere, the mast broken in half, dangling, the sail flapping in the wind. You can see a few burn marks on the sail.
Atheon
And-
instantly in Gnomish yells up, "Hey, dumbass, where the fuck are you?" Knowing that the carpenter will be pissed.
You wait a few minutes. No answer.
Belvis kind of is like.
They
let's go.
turn to the group and
Bakir seeing her ship like that takes off running towards it.
Belvis
As-
No bullhead.
Okay.
Don't fucking care. Takes off towards
So-
her ship.
As you begin running, because you are, and just to catch Willow up, you guys jumped in, instead of the ocean, you landed in sand and dirt. You look around, you see the breaded cheese torn in half in the middle of the dirt.
And Bakir has
Bakira, as you're running towards it,
taken
and-
off running.
as you run towards it, because your perception's so low, you hit something and you tumble. Make a dexterity saving throw to see if you tumble or you recover.
Nope. Hey, guys.
Did you finally get a good number?
12 plus 9?
Okay.
21.
21. So 21.
Okay.
So you trip over something, you recover as you kind of slide, almost like Black Widow, like slide, and you turn around.
Belvis just falling right behind her.
You see a little gnomish body with carpenter's tools on his belt.
Atheon is like not running but walking towards them. Would they see that?
Eventually, all of you make your way there. You see the carpenter gnome, dried blood out of his mouth and his nose. He lays there, lifeless.
Atheon
Bakira-
falls to their knees and just starts sobbing because it was the only other person they could communicate with in Gnomish.
Bakira, as you spin around and you look, now that you're closer to the breaded cheese, you can see bodies everywhere. Your entire crew gone. And what you see just past this crack in the ship where both sides of the hull sit, you can just see through. You see a crack in the ground, a large crack where an arm has come through. This is the source of where the arm emerged when Zophos' release began. It emerged, from what you can tell, it emerged through right under the ship, whether it was planned by Zophos or his bringer or not, you do not know. But it came through, punched a hole directly into the ship, split it in half as all of the water, as you all look around, you realize you're supposed to be in an ocean right now. This ocean should be at least 10,000 feet from what Belvis, from what you can guess with your knowledge of the water. This should be about 10,000 feet. It seems that all the water went down that crack as it summoned through.
Atheon looks to Belvis and asks, "What sea did you come from?"
Belvis is like, "Came from the Western States."
DM, what seas are we in?
Belvis, make a history check.
While this is happening, Willow's freaking out looking for Daisy.
Okay.
Because if nobody else makes it, she's hoping at least Daisy did.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Willow, come on. Willow has our
Sobek,
this into
friend
our
is on
guys.
there.
Hey, Willow, let's go look for Lily. I didn't. Well, let's look for
History check.
the flower friend. I didn't have care, but
Daisy.
come on, let's go.
14.
23. Well, it was.
20.
She's like screaming like, Daisy!
It was
Okay.
9 plus a 14.
Okay, so as you begin to look around, Belvis, your heart begins to sink. A sharp pain in the pit of your stomach. You look off to the left in the distance, and you see what was once your village.
Belvis just kind of just starts bolting. He just runs.
Okay, is anybody gonna go with Elvis?
Yeah, Atheon's gonna go off as well.
Okay, so we're gonna cut over to Korth and Willow, and I believe Sobek, you were going into.
Yeah, he was gonna go with the pets.
Okay, so
Or at least
you
his
you all
puck was
run
on the
in,
ship.
and I'll say Bakira, you probably would have gone closer to the ship as well to kind of see you as you all go in. All you hear is
Willow, let's zoom around. Let's zoom around real quick. I hear her. Could you zoom around and take a look?
if you would,
Daisy, I have my earrings, and where are you?
if all four of you would like, we can do a combined investigation check.
Okay.
Sobek, Bakira, Korth, Willow. Van, I assume that you are standing there covering their six, watching for any danger.
Oh,
I got
100%.
17, 25, 17, and 11. All right. So you all hear the fluttering. Willow, you hear muffled voices as you guys begin to rip, and you guys miss the size and the strength of Argos as he's just picking up large chunks of the ship and just chucking it. At one point, Van kind of has to move out of the way as a piece slides past him and hits the bank.
Sorry. Trying to look for a flower.
Finally, Willow, you're able to kind of like, Argos, you lift this huge piece as Willow's able to fly underneath, communicating with Daisy. And you indeed do find Daisy a few petals missing, but still alive.
Oh, thank goodness, my baby! And she goes over and hugs the stem.
And it
this is
kind
really
of wraps around you.
I'm a tiny fairy. I can't carry her.
Sobek's gonna rush over and help Argos.
Okay,
No,
you both
don't
are
hurt
able to. You both are able to hold it.
And Bakira reaches in to grab
Okay, perfect.
Willow and
So Willow,
Get her out
you
into the
feel
sun.
it's so weird for you to see this human hand from Bakira come out and grab you, and grab Daisy, and you guys are able to come out. And once you get out into the sun, both Sobek and Argos are able to drop what they're holding, and it just kind of all settles, and you see the back end of the ship kind of and crumble. And you guys are able to make it out, and you see Daisy black along part of the petals. There's about 2 or 3 petals missing, and actually about the same area, Bakira, as your metal flower has the pieces missing.
Bakira just in shock and everything, kind of just drops to her own knees and says, Willow, ask Daisy if there's any other survivors, please.
Daisy, I know you were stuck in there for a while, but did anybody else make it?
I have to remember Daisy's voice. Try not to make it sound like Charlie. I haven't done Daisy in a while. So the rest of you hear that, and you hear Willow. You hear, no, there's nobody else. It's just me.
Willow shakes her head and looks over at Bakira with probably one of the sadder faces you've seen Willow have. I'm sorry, Bakira.
And with those words, you see the front end of the ship, with all the shifting that has been done to rescue. It all settles as a cloud of dust puffs up around you.
Bakira
Lets out a huge roar of grief and anguish and rage.
And Bakira, as you do that, and you scream in the air, very cinematically on your knees, screaming in the air, you look down And as one of the pieces settle a piece, somehow a piece of wood begins to float ever so gently. Willow, you see this wood float, and you see Daisy waving back and forth in the same motion as this wood. It hits the ground in a small puff. And Bakira, you grab it and you look at it, and it says SS breaded cheese. And it is the panel, and actually you can see the old name where you guys painted over it very quickly to escape the people that you stole it from, and came up with the name on the fly, so some of it's misspelled because it was upside down, doing it really quickly, and it just, in the tears, it kind of brings a chuckle to you, remembering that some of these people weren't there when this ship was named. You begin to remember all those that were there when you guys fucked me over and stole the ship.
Is this your revenge? Is this your revenge? You kill our lovable crew and ship?
Yeah,
You
come
guys
on,
left-
you had
And pets. The only pet that survived was Daisy.
You-
I know, my
you guys-
duck is dead, you bastard.
You guys left them on their own. Yes,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing I forgot to say is you see the carcasses of all your animals.
To be fair, I left Mr. Whiskers with Charlie back at Raven's Nest. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Willow looks over at
Bakira
Bakira.
takes the piece of wood with the name on it and kind of puts it in her pack.
Okay.
We're gonna make them pay Bakira.
Sobek's gonna start digging holes because he's just gonna bury these guys here.
Okay, as
They're
you do
gonna
that,
pay.
we're going to shift over to Belvis and Atheon. As you two running, Belvis had taken off pretty athletically. Atheon, with the long 6 foot, begins to catch up, and you guys are hand in hand. You got Belvis, you kind of look at Atheon, not expecting anybody else to come with you. And there's just this kind of,
honestly, DM, I would say
especially,
is just focused. He doesn't know, he doesn't care.
So-
he's just going.
so you guys kind of, you feel this sense of unity for once as you begin to move forward, and you get to Atheon. This is the first time you've seen a Lokatha village, and you would expect for a Lokatha village to be very thrown together, maybe shipwreck stuff, but where Belvis comes from, it's very elegant. Marble everywhere. You wonder, it almost looks like at one point in time this village was above the water, and over time it sunk. And Belvis, you would know from living there and growing up there, and the history that they teach you is about 1,000 years ago, the plates shifted in the world, and when that shifted, your village was separated from the rest of the peninsula, and it began to sink, and you guys fully became typically an underwater species. But the village being above water is how the Lokatha were able to breathe both air and water instead of just water. So you see this beautiful marble, but it is crumbled and broken. Belvis, you see the bodies of various Lokatha. I assume you would be running right to your home.
Actually, no. Belvis at first, since Belvis didn't realize he was really that far home wherever they ended up, so he ran. He basically runs toward kind of like the common area. Like there's no Lokatha aren't how villages aren't set up in the sense of they're kind of similar to what they have a common area where like there's a market, and he kind of runs in there. Now again, he's kind of it's registering in his head is kind of weird. Usually I would be swimming in there, and he starts shouting out in Aquian, like, "Hello, where's everybody?" And he kind of notices there's some dead people around. He recognizes a couple of them, and he just kind of he goes into what's looked like a tavern, I guess, for Locath, where like kind of like the big water. Oh, no pun intended. The watering hole.
Watering hole.
Yeah, the town. And he it's falling apart, and it's obviously because this was mostly submerged water, and now it's been exposed to air.
So as you walk into there, and Atheon, you follow behind, just kind of taking the lead from Belvis, not sure what to do. Belvis is still in Aquian, screaming out. Belvis, you hear a faint voice coming from the basement of the tavern,
Belvis runs
where they store all of the alcohol.
Belvis runs through the little trap door and just starts lifts it up and it goes down and yells down, "Who's down there? It's Belvis!"
You see there are barrels and pieces of wood that have fallen and almost caved in, but you can't quite make it out, but you hear this faint, almost childlike voice coming from behind these barrels.
Belvis kind of runs over to the barrels and just starts
Atheon goes over and starts helping.
And at this time, Belvis, this is the first time you see Atheon and notice Atheon's there.
Hurry! Belvis is not even asking. He's like, "Hurry, get these barrels all the way. Someone's back here."
And you guys are able to move them. And I would say it's dark, but from the light, the natural light of Atheon, from Atheon's cracks, this black and purple light glows enough where, Belvis, you see a Locatha child
Belvis kind of
huddled up.
Now, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Belvis probably wouldn't recognize this person.
This child looks... Make me a history check.
Let's see. History 9. That's a 13.
Alright, so... You begin to look at this child. The child hasn't said anything since they've seen you. You don't recognize the child themselves, but you get this feeling like you kind of know them, and as you begin to think back, while I'm explaining this, Atheon, please give me a perception check. You begin to think back to your past, going through everybody that you know. What is it, Atheon?
8. I don't see shit.
Okay. So, you then settle on a singular person. And as you go through the names, you remember the name Leowen.
That was kind of like mother's.
Your old girlfriend from before.
DM, out of character, how old is
Eighth.
this child?
Atheon, as you look at this child standing in front of Belvis, you see a similarity between Belvis and this child.
Atheon kind of kneels down to the child and knows that they can't speak Akuan. So reaches out into the child's mind and is like, "Hi, are you okay?" Kind of like using Lily's like higher pitched voice to calm the child.
The child speaks in your mind in common. Hi. I'm Vezin. Vezin. Vezin.
Atheon's like, "My name is Atheon, and my friend there is Belvis."
Belvis. And you see a singular tear roll down their cheek as they look up. My mom told me of a great fighter, a great warrior. She said that he loved me very much, but he had to go fight a great war. Is this him?
Well, that's okay, Belvis. Now we know you're in the clear. It's not your child.
He's also a very good lawyer.
Oh, definitely not your child. So we're good. All right.
Belvis is like,
No, you can't hear this.
You don't hear any of this. This is all in Atheon's head.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Atheon kind of looks at, they look at the child like, possibly, and then out of, like, in her voice, in common to Belvis, she's like, "Did you possibly have a child whose mother said that you left for a great battle and a fight?"
Belvis is kind of taken aback. It's like, don't leave children behind. And I mean, I did leave home some years ago to go when I joined a mercenary band to get that it was hired, that it was recruiting for a battle on the up top side. They were
Belvis, would you please tell Atheon how many years ago this was that you left for that?
Belvis kind of like just really scratching head. It's like, oh, that was like, I don't know, like 10 years ago.
Atheon to the child, like, reaching back out to their mind and asking, "How old are you?"
I'm 10 and a half.
Atheon then, just to be the smart ass that they are, asks the child, "Are you a boy or are you a girl? Or what are your pronouns?"
I'm a girl.
Atheon stands up, puts their hands on their hips, and proclaims, like, in Belvis's face, "Congratulations, Daddy, it's a girl."
Belvis is like, what? He's like looking at Anthony, looking at the girl, looking at he's oh no.
Not after I'm calling Belvis daddy.
Belvis is just kind of like, okay. Belvis is like,
We're demonetized!
He looks to the little Locath child and is like, okay, what happened? Where's your mother? What happened here? Where's the rest of the townsfolk? And do you know about my parents who live in a farm on the outskirts of the outskirts of the town, not around here? Do you?
Atheon kind of reaches down and holds out their arms to see if Vizen will come to them, so they can be on the same level as Belvis.
They slowly do, but they do. You get the sense that because you did do the telekinesis, the telepathy first, that it made them more trusting of you. And she looks to Belvis. Everybody's dead. I know your parents. Mommy took me there all the time so I could spend time with them and learn how to farm. And I don't know, but everybody around here didn't make it. I came in here to hide when the explosion started and everything caved in. I've been trapped down here for... I don't know how long, maybe a month or two.
Oh, this is a ship.
Atheon reaches into their pack, kind of like... Belvis can see that they're comfortable with children, which they don't even realize, and kind of just reaches into their pack and grabs out a snack for the child, and says, like, the softest voice Belvis has ever heard them use, and say, "Here you go, sweetie."
Belvis is kind of like really despondent right now. He's obviously just.
And then
Oh god.
Atheon will, like, after she hands Vizen the food, they hand the Vizen the food. They grab Belvis by the arm and slowly starts making their way carefully out of the tavern and starts making their way back to the rest of the group.
Make it away.
Belvis just kind of looks over and to Atheon and
Vizen.
Vizen?
Vizen.
Yep.
Is it an E or an I?
Vezin.
I am.
Gotta know your own fucking kid's name.
Yeah,
Don't give
really.
a shit about that.
Way to go.
Atheon,
Yeah,
Jerry
nice dad.
Let
There's some
everybody
Jerry
know.
Springer shit.
Atheon
You are the
Atheon
father.
may or may not have just adopted Belvis's child.
Hey, you don't
No,
adopt
Oh,
my
I mean,
kid.
she did call him daddy, so it's canon.
No,
You
shit.
adopt my
Oh,
child. Thank you
I'm
very
your
much.
father.
Oh, sorry,
You
they
already
did call
have
him
your hands
daddy.
full
Man,
with
you
cube.
you really pegged that one.
Uh-huh.
100%
Oh, yeah,
just
for sure.
Wow.
Belvis kinda-
Wow.
Belvis
Guys.
says to both of them, it's like we need to go and check my family home.
Atheon nods their head and says, "Lead the way. I have vision."
So you guys are able to venture through. Sake of brevity, it doesn't take long. It's not that far out. But you get there and the place is absolutely abandoned. You see signs that it looks like they may have packed their stuff. You see some key items, some pictures and stuff missing.
Can Belvis do a investigation check to see, just to confirm or see, just kind of look through the area and see if anything is missing, like something that like Belvis's parents would not. If this is behind,
Sure.
they're
Sure.
dead. It's only... Okay, that is. Would this be investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Investigation. 12.
So you see, as you look around, you see spots where portraits used to be taken off the wall. They not like they fell, but they were taken off. You can see kind of the dust outline from them. You see pictures of, like, there used to be a big family picture of a bunch of cousins and things of the sort that was there that was taken off. You do see, however, a sole picture of Belvis in like grade school is still sitting there. This like almost like Locatha with braces, like the ugly duckling picture is still there.
Belvis just kind of looks around and just kind of takes that picture and goes.
Atheon is following Belvis, like kind of just glancing around and kind of like without him looking, they pick it up, look at it, shows it to Vizen, kind of giggling, and puts it in their pack.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I was about to say, you better win that one. Belvis will take that from you.
Belvis, what's your passive perception?
A passive perception. My passive perception. 20.
22.
She's able to do it. So shows it to
I roll a 19.
shows it to Vezin. Shows it to Vezin, and Vezin kind of chuckles a little bit before you're able to slide it in.
Belvis kind of looks around and he's looking around. He's going into the room for brevity. Belvis kind of looks at everything. He kind of comes down and he looks at Atheon and Vezin and says, "I think they're alive." And Belvis looks to Vezin and says, "I think my parents are alive." Yeah, they're alive.
Atheon looks at Vezin and is like, "Could your mom possibly have gone with your grandparents?"
Mommy wouldn't have left me like Daddy did.
Belvis is like, I didn't know.
Atheon's like, "They're 10 and a half. You left 10 years ago. You would have known."
Nobody told me that
6 months.
Nobody told me anything.
Atheon kind of whispers to Vezin, like, he's kind of airheaded.
It's because
Loud enough that Belvis would hear, but he would have to be straining to hear it.
It's because he's been on land too long. It's okay.
Belvis is like, he looks to him. He's like, "Are you sure your mother is gone? We'll look for her."
And she looks up. I know where she is.
Belvis is kind of. Would he be able to?
You both catch on that Vezin was there and watched her mother die, and then took off to protect herself. But by her saying she knows where her mother is, if you wanted her to, she would take you to the dead body.
Belvis is like.
Do Locatha bury their dead, or do they just kind of push them off to sea?
Well, they're underwater, so.
I don't care.
Yeah, they kind of. It depends on what aspect of Locatha. Every lore is different, but typically the Locatha do like a sea float, where they kind of just let them float away to sea to be at one with the sea.
Yeah, I would say. Belvis,
which obviously is impossible here.
Yeah, Atheon would look at Belvis and asks, "What would you like to do?"
Belvis kind of just looks despairingly. He's like, "We should bury them. It's the next best thing we can do."
Atheon nods their head and says, "We should go get the group to and let them know what's going on."
So would you guys like to go get the group first so they can help you bury?
Atheon
Since it's a village?
Yeah, well, it's not a big village, but yeah, it's still a village.
It's still a lot for two people to bury.
Would Van have seen which way Atheon and Belvis ran to?
I mean, you guys are at a bit of a distance.
Well, I mean the direction that they
The
need help
direction,
with
yes.
Atheon subtly reaches out to Van and says, "Follow the direction we ran. I need help." And that's the first time
Yeah, Van's not used to
they
this.
have ever said that they needed help.
Bloody hell. Next.
Van.
Boss, we got to go that way.
And at this point, you guys have always all finished burying the bodies over here.
Can somebody hold Daisy? She's her pots is kind of heavy. I need to move her to a lighter one.
Give me the flower.
Be very careful. She's hurt.
You do realize I did a full on front flip and didn't squish her, right?
So you see Korth now as Argaz takes Daisy, puts Daisy where Lily used to sit, and you actually take a piece of rope and you tie it around the pot of Daisy and then under your arm so it's actually suspended there.
What?
Daisy, will it help if I druidcraft? Will that heal you? I can help you a little, maybe.
Maybe?
I want to try, but I want to try to funnel it to like make her not grow, but the fibers in her kind of get stronger.
That's fine. You can do it.
Since I can like make grass longer and stuff like that.
So you reach out and you see when you do this, Daisy actually changes color almost. A green stem this time with yellow petals. All of the petals begin to grow except one at the top. And Bakira, you see this and you look down and pull out your metal flower, kind of hold it up. It's an exact match.
If that hurt Daisy, we need to hide it and never touch it again.
I'm inclined to agree with that one. So she puts it back like
If you want,
okay.
I could draw a card and then we can send it into the void.
No.
Or you could just put it in my bag of holding. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Let me just hold on for it to now. I'm just gonna let's just go in the direction that those two went.
So
see what's going on over there.
Sake of brevity, you all get over there. You see the destruction, and you see the bodies of Locatha. You see this 10-year-old Locatha that eerily looks like Belvis.
That is
does she have like blue scales just like
Atheon's arms.
Belvis kind of looks.
Atheon, did you have a baby?
Belvis kind of is listening, but he's not listening.
Atheon looks at Willow.
Belvis kind of looks over to everybody and just kind of like, still despondent, looks and says, "Welcome to my village."
Yeah. Atheon looks at Willow and says, "Not this child. I don't know if I have children."
Elvis is kind of looking over, is like, "I don't think she's my daughter. In fact, I know it's positive. Looks just like her mother."
Atheon kind of looks at Belvis and kind of whispers it. "She looks like you."
And Belvis just kind of looks over and is like, "God, I hope not. I'm not going to sin."
Atheon kind of like looks at Belvis and just like, in their head, just like, do I say it? Do I not? Do I say it? Do I
Keep in
not?
mind, Belvis is literally standing in the ruins of his village, and now all the amongst the dead of his friends. And
There's literally his friend's dead bodies. Like one of the hands is touching his foot.
Yeah.
That's
just kind of like
Jerry dead at my foot. We used to play
Athia
cards.
just kind of looks at the group and like at the bodies and like kind of mutters, "He walked into it. Must resist," and just kind of takes Visit and like walks away to the group and explains what's going on.
So we'll say for sake of brevity, you guys are able to bury everybody, including Leo and
Belvis buries Leo with herself.
That's fine. You all say a few words, things like that.
Belvis is a blessing and Equian and just kind of walks over.
Ethan looks to Belvis and is like, "Did her mother have a place? We need clothes and stuff for her."
Belvis sighs and says, "Follow me. If she still lives and looks to Visit and is like, did mommy still live in the house she grew up in? Down the road here?"
Of course.
Belvis is like, "Follow me, everyone."
And you all go there. You're able to get clothing and the child's a few toys for the child. One toy that the child asked to take is a wooden sword and shield that they were trained with.
Belvis kind of chuckles when he sees this and he's like, "I'll have one like this one when I was your age."
Belvis, you look at it closely and you see your name etched into the hilt.
Belvis is like, "That is mine." He looks down at Visit and says, "Who gave that to you? Your grandpa?"
Yeah, he was teaching me how to fight.
Belvis kind of nods and is like, "I'll show you if you will again."
And we'll say, sake of brevity, you guys gather everything you need, and you begin to venture out of the village. And as you start walking to the boundary of the village, Belvis leading the way, you hit this invisible wall as everybody kind of like stacks up against you, and you all like Belvis bounces off the wall. The rest of you hit again, so he hits again.
Belvis is like,
And he's just kind of like,
this was never here before.
You guys are like, what is going on? Atheon, you hear in your head, "Now, this is where Sobek's trials begin.
Atheon.
You may not go home until they are complete."
Atheon kind of just stops dead in their tracks, still kind of holding Vision, and just kind of like goes blank faced and turns and looks at Sobek, and then says, "Your trial's starting now."
And as soon as you say that, a portal opens up and begins to spin in front of you.
Sobek will walk through, growling, muttering, saying, "Only my goddess can judge me," as he's about ready just to punch whoever's on the other side.
Okay.
Atheon,
the only one going through?
Atheon
follows.
Atheon's following, but they're kind of like in their heads, like, "Oh shit, we have to protect the child."
Willow, do you want to be on the same shoulder with Daisy here? That way, for support, or do you what? Are you just gonna do it fly in by yourself?
I'll sit in her soil and chill out with her.
I will say, for sake of this, Atheon, the hag did reach out to you and open up a separate portal for the child, because obviously they see everything.
Yeah.
So they opened up a portal for the child that takes them to the Raven's Nest and right to Tree Point oh. If you guys decide to.
In that case,
Atheon looks at Vision, sets her down, and is like, if you walk through that portal, you will be safe.
Belvis also walks over
Can
there
you-
and says, he kind of like gives her a hug. Is like, do what your Auntie Atheon says, and walk through the portal.
And they look around and they she looks up. Do you want me to take the plant?
Yeah. Try to put her somewhere that she can get a little bit of sunlight.
And
Somewhere safe.
she begins talking to the plant perfectly, like she can understand the plant.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. She like goes up and kisses one of the little petals, and
Belvis
then
is kind of
helps
astonished.
get the
He's
plant
like,
over.
oh, I knew your mother had a. I think your mother had a green, that so-called green thumb, but.
And
got
you
a
see
little
that
more than
even
that.
even though Willow did some of the druid craft, there's still some black, and you see Vezin wave their hand over the black, and it turns yellow
Belvis is kind of like
As they-
drop. It's like, huh?
as they step through the portal, and the portal closes.
I think your daughter's a druid.
Belvis
Atheon
kind of
looks
like,
at
is like,
Belvis and
that's
is
my
like,
daughter.
she must have got her brains from her mother. As they follow Sobek.
And
Belvis is like,
you're Belvis, you will remember that Leowen was a druid.
Yeah,
Belvis is
farmer,
like,
probably.
yeah, that's why she. I guess I'll explain. Belvis
She
is
used to
also
bring
like-
you flowers.
Aww.
Oh, that's sweet.
You left her and her child?
Belvis said no.
Yeah,
You
bring
watch
your
as-
man
you
some
watch as-
flowers today,
You watch
everybody.
you watch as Argos walks up to Belvis, puts a hand on his shoulder. Like, listen, buddy, I'm really sorry that everything's going on. I'm really sorry. But I always wanted to see a flying fish, and he throws Belvis through the portal.
Yes!
Okay, so the rest of
Atheon's
you
best friend is back!
so the rest of you guys make it through the portal. As the portal closes, you all pop down into what you feel is very thick sand, as familiar, especially to Bakira. Loud winds begin to rush, and that's where we're going to take our break. We will be back. Everybody, please stick around, take a look at our new artwork. We'll be back. And we're back. So, the players were... some people were thrown through a portal. Others stepped through the portal. And you guys all hit, and sand comes up, and for some of you, this place is familiar. Bakira, you remember this place very well, as it is...
How many times have I been here?
You remember instantly.
Oh, just a couple, 2, 3.
This plane of rock carved into tunnels and caverns by incredible howling winds, the unending winds blowing sand into the weary travelers that are put there, puts out any non-magical fire, knocking loose items away into the darkness. You remember that this place, the plane of pandemonium, is a place that some people call home because they're trapped here for eternity for reasons long forgotten. Bakira, you'll be able to, through the howling winds, and remember that you guys will need to speak up to be able to hear each other. As all of you out of character have played in this place before. So if you are not loud, other people will not hear you. Please do not yell for the sake of our listeners, but please speak loudly. But
Bakira actually quietly sighs. It's just like, I hate this place. Bakira speaks up. I hate this place.
You remembered it as Lily, yes. You can make it out. You guys are close enough together. I will.
Sobek yells, "Where are we?"
I will let you guys know if your character's unable to hear somebody else. So you guys are down here. You feel this wind and sand blowing and hitting all of you. This loud howl. Sometimes you hear ever so faintly within the howling wind this increpid sound of long forgotten voices of people who may have died here. Atheon, it's very much like when you open your mind, this is what it feels like, but it's audible. Everybody can hear this. So you try and close your mind off more, and then you realize that this isn't you, that this is coming from this wind.
If there's wind, Willow is going all over the place.
Oh yeah,
She's
Willow.
flying.
Argos reaches back. All right, like, here, you can either hate on or I can carry you.
Tucks her wings away so they don't catch air, like tucks them back.
So I'll say that you still have that rope on you, so Willow, you could like slide under that rope and hold on almost like Argos is a saddle.
Okay, yeah.
And you can just kind of hold on to there. You're literally in this wind, it's like a rodeo bull. You're like so
and she does have her face paint on again, so
the screams of the winds are painful on your ears as it batters your face. Where are we going?
Sobek's first yelling, "Where are we?"
Bakira yells to Sobek, "We're in pandemonium!" Oh shit!
Sobek pauses. This is where he died.
And Bakira just nods and, like, you can visibly see the pain on her face from the memory of it.
I don't know who he is, but we should get out of the wind.
Pick a direction and start walking. Because yells that to everyone.
Sobek starts marching forward.
Yep. So
And Bakira.
Okay. So, you begin to march. None of you can see. It is dark. You are able to hold on to each other if you would like to keep your bearings.
Very much so.
Okay, so you guys are able to hold on to each other to keep your bearings.
I would say that Korth Argaz would be in the back, being one of the bigger guys.
No. Not even that will work here. It doesn't matter. It still won't work here. This is the it's a plane of pandemonium.
Yeah.
This place is hell, literally. This is D&D's version of hell, or one of their versions. So,
Bakira is just like, I hate this place. I hate this place. It needs to burn. It needs to melt. It needs to freeze. I don't care what. It needs to go away.
Belvis is thinking in his head. He's like, still kind of the memories of the loss of his, village. He's just thinking about what this place is and thinking back to one of his friends who once told him to go to hell. And he's like, I guess Tobias was right in the end.
Sobek is growling, frustrated even more now because this is where the one person he only trusted died. But also thinking, trials? Only one person can put him on trial, contest him. As he's just marching, kind of using his shield to help him.
So you're putting the shield in front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will say, are you at the front of the line?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
We're
with
following
Sobek,
him.
At the front holding that shield, it is taking away a lot of the, it's a lot for Sobek to hold, but it's taking away that wind to where you guys won't lose random things off of your belts if you guys were to just be walking on your own. Typically, if you were to walk without the shield, you guys would lose your coin purses and things like that on your belts because the wind's so strong. But because Sobek does have the shield up, you guys are able to make it through, and you come to you come into the interior of a cavern. And I'll say in here it gets even darker. So, and as you begin to push into this cavern to escape the wind, Sobek, you feel your foot hit something that is wooden, and you hear it kind of like scrape across the ground as you kick it.
Mind your steps.
Anybody got a light?
Let me look. I might.
Torch, but no way to light it.
I'll pull my
I have
flame dagger out.
prestidigitation, so I'll light it with my cantrip. Because it says I can light or snuff out a small fire.
Can I?
Yeah.
Antheon just kind of like getting
something that you don't know, which is why I've never told you, but it's kind of something out of desperation that you would figure out right now.
Antheon just kind of like.
And you can change the color. You can change the color.
Nervous, and that you just see in the cracks of their face and arms just starting to glow brighter and brighter. And instead of like the normal purple black color you see like this bright white light.
As Atheon begins to light up this cavern for the first time, not knowing that even they can do that, they kind of are like, oh, what the fuck? Okay. And Atheon, you kind of like hold your hand out, almost like scanning the cavern, and you see an old fireplace with wood that's kind of fallen in. It's black and gray, so it has been burnt. You see that there's a small makeshift tent, and there's a pair of feet poking out of the tent underneath animal skin.
Atheon slow, like, kind of points to the feet and kind of slowly walks up to the feet and kind of like taps it with the toe of their boot and is like, "Are you alive in there?"
You see, as you do that, the feet kind of like kick in. This person jumps up as the tent goes flying back. They grab a bow from the ground like this and hold it right at you before they look over, and you hold your hands up and your light glistens across the face as you see this disheveled person, a long beard, hair that is now gray. Bakira, Sobek, you recognize this person as Rohan.
Akira, knowing that she has her mask on, she takes it off to show him who she is.
Rohan too?
Lily does, but he doesn't know you as Atheon.
Yeah.
Sobek runs up to Rohan going, "They told me you were dead."
Who's this?
It's Rohan. It's one of our old comrades. But last time I saw him, I got like so.
Oh shit! He wouldn't recognize me as Blue.
Who are you all?
Bakira takes off her mask. I'm Bakira Duras.
Misery's End?
And she changes back into her dragonborn form.
Your face looks familiar, but
how long has he been here?
Bakira, you would guesstimate it's been about 2 years since you've been here.
Was his
He's
hair
152
gray?
now.
It's been 2 years.
Rohan, you know me, because you saved me from our battalion. We were the last two that survived. It
Voices.
is me, Sobek.
Voices in my head.
Atheon, can you help block them out, maybe?
Atheon shrugs their shoulders like, I don't know. But they go over to Rohan and very gently touch the top of their head.
I need you, at that point, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna get hurt.
What was it?
So Dex is 2, 19, 21?
If they're swinging at Atheon, they would get disadvantage because Sobek is right there.
No, he's not swinging. So you touch, he takes the bow, lets go of an arrow, grabs the bow, sweeps your arm, and flips you on your back.
Atheon's like,
And at the same time, then grabs the arrow and has it aimed right at your neck.
Atheon's like, ow, ow.
They just want to get the voices out of your head so that you can think better. So you can concentrate.
We're trying to help. We're trying to help. Do you remember me?
DM, I would like to polymorph into Lily.
Okay.
I do have polymorph. Do you need me to roll for it?
No, but you're going to use a spell slot for it.
I know.
And
Okay.
DM, I would say at this point that Van has both daggers out,
Okay.
and is making his way to the side of Rohan.
Stealth.
No. Rohan.
Sobek would pull out his military dagger that would match the one that Rohan would have.
Yeah, Belvis would pull out his longbow.
31. So when he flipped Atheon, I would have had one of my daggers at the small of his back and one at his throat. Just kind of looking at Bakira
Don't.
and waiting on her.
Don't.
Sobek is now glaring at Van. Get away from him.
Okay. Rohan. Van, please. Step back. Please.
Hey, Willow, don't you have like a harp or something that you could like sing a lullaby over him or something? Maybe calm him down?
Van
My
will
heart gets rid of
acknowledge. I'm going to acknowledge Bakira, but not pay any mind to Sobek. And I'll whisper into Rohan's ear and say, I'm good if you're good, mate. And withdraw the daggers. But
And
maintain my position.
as you do that, he pulls a dagger from his back and places it next to Sobek's. And for the first time, Sobek, Bakira, Lily, those that have traveled with him, you see Rohan break down.
Lily kind of slowly gets up from the ground and kind of like, Rohan, can I try to shut the voices out of your head?
You've been here way too long, friend. Please let us help.
I don't know how long I've been here.
Picaris talks to him. It's been 2 years in the wake in the living plane. I don't know how long it's been here for you.
He looks at Lily and just gives a slight nod.
Lily very slowly and gingerly places her hand on his head and is like, just concentrates on the voices and kind of put a shield around his mind.
Let's see.
And then I stay as Lily for an hour.
Okay, he fails the wisdom saving throw, so it works. It's quiet here.
Have you eaten? I have food.
Yeah. Willow, why don't you go ahead and like see if you can get him some food? It looks like he's half starved.
Willow, first she wants to see if she can manage to druidcraft like a fruit or like a berry bush or something like that. See if the land is able to take roots with her druidcraft first. because that's better than a ration. If she can get him like fresh vegetables or berries or something.
Okay, yeah, you're able to. I'm sorry, I was researching something.
You're good.
Yeah, you're able to Drew craft some fruit or whatever, and he scarfs it down pretty quickly.
Yeah, she's gonna
and
keep making more until he's stopped.
he wipes his mouth and looks to Bakira. Why are you here?
Trying to stop the end of the world.
Just like Misery's End, isn't it?
Huh. Oh, that shit's happened.
How's the ship?
Akira pulls out the piece of wood with the name on it. Gone. Destroyed.
Recently, in
This
fact.
This is what I have left.
And I see there's new members.
Yeah.
Lily backs away
So,
from Rohan.
So, Lily turned into Atheon.
At that point, Lily, I will drop the
You can drop it.
and turn
Okay.
back into Atheon.
And he's just kind of like,
It's okay. It's
Rohan
okay.
and Atheon's kind of like, and Rohan, I kind of am a warlock, not cleric anymore.
that's fitting.
He was smart and wise in his old age. I had that high.
Well, you gotta think that he's been here alone for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been just him.
Yeah.
With everybody thinking he was dead, thinking that there was nobody coming.
Sobek was told he was dead.
We thought he was dead. Okay. Bakira
not left
looks
Rohan's
Sobek.
Ooh, does he know? I'm trying to think.
So,
does he know about Safi?
Yes, he would know. He would have known Safi died because Safi died before even.
Safi was the first death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
he knows you, Willow, because you're the one that had Bardic on him, remember? And it's severed.
Oh, that's right.
It's severed, and that's why you thought. That's why you thought Bardic that he was dead, because the Bardic severed. But it just severed because he went insane. And Bardic can only be used on a person who accepts it.
Mm-hmm.
So when he's insane, he can't accept the Bardic, so it dropped.
So
I've had this in play for a while.
We thought you were dead, but when we saw that thing turn into whatever the fuck it was, we thought it killed you.
The Mind Flayer.
So
Didn't
that's what
kill
that
me.
was.
It just... I killed it.
Elvis kind of nods and says, "Impressive."
But that's why I'm here. That's why I'm stuck here.
Stacks? Is there no way we can't get you out of here?
He looks to Rohan.
You mean
Rohan is...
Or, sorry, he looks to Sobek.
Rohan looks at himself.
There is a way.
Something
Why have
tells
you
me-
not left then?
Rohan begins to change his appearance. You can't really see the face as it is almost wavy to where the face can't be seen. The rest of the body looks the same, but the face is different. Because I need you to complete your trials.
Fucking hag.
Pissed. Sobek is
Vance,
pissed.
at that point, Van's gonna sheathe the daggers and walk back to Bakira and just shake his head. Bloody hell.
Bakira literally just like...
This is not the hag's voice.
Who are you?
Who would you like me to be? Turns into Sobek. Turns into Safi. And this is just the face. Turns into Syl.
Oh, daggers are back out.
Yeah, the energy is turning. Am I still...
Turns into... You're still glowing, yes. Turns into Daff.
Atheon, instead of like the white, you guys can see that it's starting to churn that signature purple and black and just starts radiating from the...
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
You go to cast sleep. The whole body waves and it's gone.
Sobek finds the nearest thing he can punch and punches it.
You punch a rock and it fucking hurts your hand. You take...
Yeah, I know. I knew that was coming.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. Times I could on that. You're just fuck.
At this point, Atheon is still just like kind of like radiating the power of and like.
Is Rohan the fucking shifter?
Bakira is
of Daff. Just seeing Daff's face again, you just see the radiating.
Bakira's rubbing her temples. And it's like, I fucking hate this place, I fucking hate this place, I fucking hate this place, I fucking hate this place!
Delphus is kind of still holding his bow with an arrow knocked in it in like the low ready position, kind of just scanning around and just kind of says, "With like, can we just bloody find this trial, get it over with, and get out of this place?"
You hear that same voice here in echo in all of your ears. Welcome to the plane of pandemonium. As it trails off.
Sobek, you understand if he's the shifter, he has to die, right?
Rohan was never a shifter. He's way too fucking old and stubborn to want to be anything else than what he is.
Wow, thanks guys. Standing right here. You know, shifter and all. Right here.
It's not just you, Korth.
We'll speak about rules of turning into me later, by the way.
Elvis just kind of shouts, "Is like, can we focus? We've got
Atheon's just still glowing as bright as...
You, all of a sudden you hear through one of the caves as behind you from outside you really quickly see a swoosh run by you.
What the...
Come out, we know you're here.
You know what? I'm just saying, we're gonna let Sobek with this shit because, it's his fucking trials, apparently.
Sobek is ground and go, "What? Who are you to judge me? What do you even want from me?"
I'm not judging you. I am not judging
speaking to Bakira. He's speaking out loud to whatever was there. I mean, Bakira could take it as,
I mean, considering he said it just after she's like, Sobek could take the lead on this, it says trials, yeah, she's gonna be like, I wasn't talking. Look, let's just do whatever. Please, let's just do what needs to be done and get the hell out of here. I hate this place with a fucking passion. I've lost too many people here. I don't want to lose anymore.
Sobek saying no answer would then go to where they all saw that thing cross path.
So back outside.
Yup. Shield up.
Okay.
Willow, come here. We'll get back on the...
Watch the wing.
Right.
Back outside, this searing wind just hits and it's battering against the shield. I will say, if you were to continue just in the sand without getting into caverns, occasionally you will begin to take points of exhaustion from holding the shield. So just keep that in mind as you travel through. Because it is a very strong wind that... you're a big person, but it is a lot. So as you begin to power your way out, everybody trailing behind, holding on to each other, right in front of you, runs. I need you, Sobek, to make a dexterity saving throw.
11.
So, hits the shield, you go flying, hit the ground, and in turn, everybody, it's almost like a domino effect. Everybody hits the ground, and you guys can't really see anything except the glow. From the glow of Atheon, you can just barely see about 5 feet out as you hear that screeching coming from every angle. You then hear... The only place you don't hear the screeching is back inside that cave that you just walked out of.
Korth is just gonna yell and just be like,
Guys, I really think we need to get back into the caverns. This wind is gonna be too much. We could take them inside where we at least have wherever these creatures are. Let's get back inside the caverns.
Sobek's growling, slowly getting back on his feet, putting his shield up, and looks to the rest. Fine. I don't see how this will get us anywhere.
Sobek,
and he's gonna yell towards Sobek.
when we get inside the cavern, you and me are having a talk.
He just tries to pull back and pushes everyone into the cavern. Except for Argos, who he knows couldn't. Not the rest of them pushing the rest.
Alright, so you guys are able to back up in the cavern. As you guys even push back further, and you get back into the cavern as far as you can, as the screeching and growling comes towards you. With Atheon's glow, you guys can see a lot more in here. As Pam, if you would go to the map for me. So, bear with me one moment as I put everybody on here. and Willow. All right. As you all see in a minute, you see.
It's there. We go.
Yeah, I had to. Sorry, I had to actually.
No, you're okay.
There we go.
I just gave you guys, put you guys in it. I forgot you guys weren't in it.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
You're okay.
You can
Just bear with us one moment, guys. There we go. You're good. All right. So, as you guys see candleloths, which none of you have seen before. There are 4 candleloths up here. And Bakira and a few of you that were here recognize the displacer beasts
Fuck.
that are
Yep.
behind them.
Lily
So-
would know this one too.
Yeah.
How many displacers beasts have we fucking faced already?
So, with that,
I want to move a Snoop.
Yeah, this is the one thing Atheon will not go boop the snoop.
with that,
I can't go to this officially. I don't care
I
anymore.
need everybody to roll initiative.
All right.
Alright, give me 1 second, everybody. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So,
Wow, I rolled good. Okay.
uh,
Did you pretty good too?
they're rolling good. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I mean, this place really. Oh, the Snoop.
But,
Oh, the Katie Snoop.
out of character. Jeannie, you remember what type of warlock my character is, right? This is gonna end up bad.
Alright. Let me grab my markers. So I can use this initiative tracker by Grapevine Lightworks. Alright. Let me use these dry erase tokens. The red one for the highest player. 25 to 20.
26.
20.
21.
26.
I got 20.
Willow first.
Yeah, I got a 19, and then I have a +7.
This one doesn't want to write.
I just always roll really crappy for my initiative for some reason, but today I didn't.
This one doesn't want to write. Maybe
Did
this
you run out of dry erase markers?
No, this one, the yellow sucks.
Did you hear me, DM? I rolled 22.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have to give me a second.
Okay, just.
I'm still trying to write Willow down. just gonna have to do black, I guess. Okay. Alright. So Willow got 26. Who is the other 25 to 20s?
20.
22.
20.
20.
21.
So Belvis. Belvis, Atheon. Who has a higher dex? I'm assuming it's Van.
I mean, I have a 20 on my dex.
Van, what's your dex?
I don't know, what is my dex?
It's just the big number.
Mine 18.
Wow, Bakira has a higher dex.
Wow!
Bakira has a higher dex. Blood hunters are very dexterous, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I just kill better.
Alright. So,
I mean, the kid will absolutely agree with that one.
20 to 15. 20 to 15. Wow. Caneloth 1 got 19.
Oh, Jesus.
That's okay. One of them I rolled a natural 1. But Caneloth 4 got 16. Alright. 15 to 10.
11.
Okay, Displacer Beast 1
We're screwed.
got 13.
We're screwed.
Then Korth with 11. You guys rolled like shit.
I did.
Then the Caneloth 3 got 10.
How many are there?
There's 4 Caneloth, 2 Displacer Beast. Alright. 10 to 5.
8.
8. What's your dex?
Get over there. My dex is 18.
Okay, so you go before the other Displacer Beast. So Sobek, because he got an 8. Sobek, then Displacer Beast 2, and then finally Caneloth 2 in last.
Hey Van, I get to actually play Atheon with my Atheon dice.
Yes.
Oh, that's epic. Woohoo!
Alright, so put my tokens here. So, one thing, I'm going to contact Jeremy. We're going to need more tokens because out of everything we had here, there's only 3 left.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
So if I had a big party, if we had a big thing, we would need more. So maybe
Let's not.
we'll talk to Jeremy about that.
Let's not and say we did.
Let me get okay. Get my D12 to put here. Okay. So
We're screwed. If he's planning on a bigger party than this, we're screwed.
Well, it's an ice cream party then.
First up is Willow.
Okay, I want to cast Shatter. I want to put it on that second, I don't remember what you said their names were, the things that got the, like...
Caneloths.
Caneloths. I want to put it on that second one. That's in between... Hang on, I don't know which...
Caneloth 2, the orange one.
Yeah, the orange one.
Okay.
Because it has a 10-foot sphere, so I think I can get the other 2 next to it, too.
Well, let's see. You said 10?
Yeah, a 10-foot square. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, not square, circle.
10 foot. What kind of damage is this?
Thunder.
Wow, they fucking updated this thing. 10 foot thunder circle?
Mm-hmm.
Man, They really did update this.
And they'll still do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so it's all three, a 1, 2, and 3. Constitution saving throw. All right.
DC is 19.
Number 1 fails. Number 2 fails. Number 3 fails.
Woo! Yay!
Okay. So let me see. Okay. So it's 68 because I'm using a 5th level spell slot. They all take 23 thunder
hold
damage.
on. Before you do that, they have. This is the first time I've used the candle loss, so bear with me. They have advantage on the saving throws.
Okay.
Against magic. That is a first one is a. That one still fails with a 16. That one still fails. They all still fail.
Okay, so then, did you want me to roll again since you did that, or keep?
Nope, you're
23. 23 damage.
23 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To all 3 of them.
And then I am going to bonus action Bardic Inspiration Sobek since it's his trial. And my inspiration die is a D12.
Okay, so you get a D12 to add to any of your. All right. So you.
Ice, baby.
So this thunderous wave hits them as they screech. All right. Is that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up, we've got Belvis with Atheon on deck.
Okay, so Belvis, since he's got his bow out right now, Belvis is going to. Where am I in the grand scheme? Sorry, I'm looking at the Twitch thing and I just can't see crap. Belvis is
Why
going
don't
to
you
go
open it up
with.
on your computer? Why don't you open it with your computer?
I don't have it on my computer. Belvis is gonna pull out his pull out a flaming arrow and aim at displace. Which one does Belvis have a Displacer Beast 2? The one that's in the yellow circle.
The yellow circle is Displacer Beast 1.
So
the one on the right is Displacer Beast 1.
So Belvis is gonna aim at Displacer Beast 1. Knock an arrow, flaming arrow, and shoots his first arrow. I believe I have another one DM, right? That's 2, or is it just the 1 arrow?
It's 2.
2. So he the same thing, quick succession, flaming arrow.
Okay.
The first one.
A bit faster.
That's a 19.
19 hits.
That's the first one. Second one is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, so rolling damage for both. It's 17 damage total. Now, since these are flaming, would they cause some extra damage because they're...
Nope. Nope. It's only the element. So with your arrows, it just changes the makeup of the arrow so that if they don't and it turns them magical as well. So if you were to attack a beast that was immune to magical or resistant to resistant to non-magical, if you were to use fire any of your elements, it turns that elemental magic.
Okay.
So it doesn't do extra damage.
Okay, so then it's just straight 17 damage.
So you fire 2 shots. These Canelos are pretty short, so you're able to fire over them. They're hideous, but you fire right over and hit the large displacer beast as it rears back. Those 2 tentacles snapping on the top as it growls, ready for an attack. Does that end your turn?
Let's see. yes, I believe that will end my turn.
Alright, Atheon is up with Bakira on deck.
You know what I'm gonna say, so I have to roll multiple times.
Oh shit, hold on. I gotta
Yeah.
Oh god, you're like right in the center of all of us.
I gotta bring that up, hold on.
Well, Magic Warlock, everybody.
Yeah. Even though technically in character, nobody knows that they're a wild magic warlock. They just know weird shit happens.
Homebrew makes really cool stuff.
Yes, it does. Bear with me one moment as I pull up the sheet. It's the one thing I forgot to pull up. Okay.
Yeah, because we kind of forgot about it.
Alright, so, what would you like to do?
You know what I'm going to say.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast.
Even though I can't say
Eldritch Blast. So she says it the Wisconsin way. Eldritch Blast.
I'm going to kick your ass here soon.
You mean Aes?
Wisconsin. Home of the Green Bay Losers.
17 to hit?
You're hitting what? Caneloth?
Yeah.
Which Caneloth?
The one that's closest to me. So
The one in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. Yeah, it hits.
$14 to hit.
That misses.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits. Is that a natural 1? Okay. Alright, so, first thing we're gonna do.
Dice jail.
First thing we're gonna do is we are going to roll your 2 hits. So roll damage for the 2 hits.
Okay, that is a D10.
As you guys all see, Atheon reach out, the black and purple 2 blasts come out.
4 for the first one. 8 for the second or third one. And I'll roll damage against myself. Do more damage to myself. Got an 11.
Double it?
Yeah, 22.
Okay, 22 to yourself as the 4th one blows up. And actually, Korth and Belvis, you both need to make dexterity saving throws.
That one went into dice jail. Not gonna lie.
If you fail, you take full damage. If you succeed, you take half. So, Korth, 22 damage.
20. I rolled 23.
Okay, you pass, so you take 11 damage as this explodes right next to you. All right, so now you fired 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So give me a D100.
That's the.
Or I'm sorry. No, give me a. Give me a D10. I apologize. It's been a while since we've done this.
1.
Okay. Give me another one.
6.
Okay. Give me another one.
2.
Okay. One more.
3.
Okay.
I
right, so
did
you-
get 1, 2, 3.
You have to roll 3 times. Alright, so. Give me a D100.
73.
Perfect.
I'm fucked.
So, as you do those, Sobek, and you cough up a little bit of blood as you have become poisoned for
No.
the next Sobek for the next 4 hours.
Is this considered a disease?
You are poisoned. It is magical.
Okay.
My bad.
You are poisoned for the next 4 hours.
Fuck.
So every start of your turn, I'll roll a d4 that you'll take that damage.
Sorry.
So, all right.
Okay.
I need another roll. Welcome to Wild Magic, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Welcome. I love this homebrew.
59.
Why do I have feeling all this against Sobek?
You feel this empowerment. As you feel a little bit of power return, you're able to regain your lowest level expended spell slot. So probably that polymorph that you cast before.
Yep.
Okay. One more.
Please be something good.
I mean, the last one was good.
Yeah, 51.
So, out of the center, everybody kind of noticed it, but nobody really pays attention. There's all of the cracks in your body kind of form into almost this like pool that then branches off to other cracks. This pool, it begins to go, like the rest of it is black and purple. This begins to glow white as it and a spectral shield hovers near you. You have a +2 bonus to your AC for 1 minute. So till your next round, and then it's done after your next round. And you're immune to magic missile, which doesn't matter here. All right, so that ends your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to put a dice in. I need a dice jail.
So, Bakira is up, Ban on deck. And then comes all the monsters.
So,
Sobek's coughing up blood.
I'm sorry.
God.
She's gonna kill another character.
That's for the next
No.
4 hours.
Why would it be so bad? Wouldn't it be someone closer to me?
It's
Because it was
anybody.
me.
It's anybody within range of you, and I rolled randomly.
oh god. Okay. Fuck.
It said all
Oh,
it states is
yeah,
a random.
random
All it
creature
states is a
within
random
60.
creature within 60 feet, which is everybody, and I rolled, and it rolled on him.
So I'm going to wolf out.
So you guys hear the howl that almost echoes in this chamber, and all the fur begins to grow, the claws, the snout gets even longer.
And then I'm going to... I'm an Eldritch Blast.
All right. Who are you Eldritch blasting?
I am going to aim for the displacer piece in the one that Belvis didn't.
Okay,
aim
what is
for.
what is the distance for your Eldritch Blast?
My Eldritch Blast is 120 feet.
Okay. Okay. I knew I made Aethion's really long. I can't remember how. I couldn't
mine's
remember how long yours
600
was.
feet.
Yeah, we made her a spell sniper. Okay.
Yeah, right. Alright, so let's see this.
So this is Displacer Beast 2 that you'll be hitting.
27 for the first
27
one.
definitely hits.
Do you want me to just go ahead and roll the damage for that? Then?
You can.
Alright. So that one will be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
So the second one is 18.
18
Hit.
hits.
For 3 points of damage.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
Third one is 17 to hit.
17 hits. These things are big. They're easy to hit. Displacer Beasts are massive.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's cockeyed. Let me roll that. Oh. 11 to hit.
11 misses. So
Thought
you're
so.
you from your claws to just the first 3 hit him as she rears back. Those claws snapping in the air, and one just flies right past one of the claws and hits the back wall. Some of the stone breaks and crumbles down behind it.
Alright. Round 2 of Eldritch Blast.
All right.
It's 2. So 10 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah. 18
18 hits.
for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Just plug it in because there's USB ports on it. There's USB
24?
ports on
24 hits.
that. On the thing.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And 11.
Miss. So your first one goes wide. The other 2 hit him, and then the 4th one goes wide, again crumbling some rock off the side. And that should end your turn.
Yep, that ends my turn.
Alright. Van, you are up with Caneloth 1 on deck.
Okay. Which Displacer Beast am I closest to?
The only one you can see is Displacer Beast 2, because Displacer Beast 1 is behind a wall to you.
Okay. Then I will shoot that Displacer Beast with the Reap and Sow.
Okay.
And before I grab my Reap and Sow, I'm gonna put the hood up on the cloak and grab the Reap and Sow.
Okay, so he throws the hood up, and you all see it go from white to black as this mist drops down. And as this black mist begins to form, you slowly see the porcelain mask forming along his entire face as the face of Van disappears and the face of an assassin remains.
That is a natural 20 on the die.
Okay.
Okay. And I also need a Constitution saving throw of 18.
And this is for that the magical part, right? The magical part of Reap and Sow. Yes, it's a magic item.
Yeah. So
So Anytime you have a magic item that somebody has to make a, like, even though you're not casting magic, anytime somebody has a magic item that they're using an effect from, that in turn, that effect is then a magical effect.
Okay.
So it failed.
Yeah, because I think that gives them advantage on it, right?
No, what it does is Displacer Beasts get avoidance. So because he failed, he only takes half damage instead of full damage. If he were to succeed, he would take no damage.
Okay, so it's like my evasion.
Yep, that's exactly what it
Okay.
is. Because of being Displacer Beasts, they basically you shoot that magic item at them, and they are rogue cats.
Rogues, yeah. That's why they're my favorite. That's why it's my kitty. It's my favorite kitty.
Whatever damage you do, it will only take half of.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
It's like, we're not going to ask why Bakir wants to do the rogue kitty snoop. It's fine.
But I will say you are going to be able to hold it in place because it is a large monstrosity. It's bigger than you.
Okay. All right. So we have a total of 176 points of damage, and he's tethered.
Okay, and that's number 2. How would you like to do this? He only had 55 health left.
Which one did he hit?
Displacer Beast 2. These things are big, and they're able to avoid a lot of stuff, but because they're so big, their AC is so low, and their health isn't that much.
So Bakir literally just blasted this kitty to smithereens, and he finished it off. Oh.
All right,
Poor
how
kitty.
would you like to do this?
Yeah, I'll after putting the cloak up and roll out and shoot it in the head, and seeing it drop, I'll just go back and hide in the shadow.
You hear he did 176 points, but it was half to 88.
Holy fuck!
And it still killed it. If I will say, even if he was at full health, you still would have killed him.
Oh my god!
With that halved. So you hear this. You hear the like yelp of a dying cat as a thing falls dead.
Oh.
And it just kind of, and it's so big that it kind of. Now I will say, even though you killed this thing, you did shoot it to tether it, so that tether is still around its body.
Right, I was just going to say it would still be tethered technically.
Correct.
Because I wouldn't have known. I would have just shot it and then rolled back in.
So the tether is still there until you recall it.
Okay. And I will go ahead and stealth and hide.
Okay.
I want to be friends with the displacer beings. Damn it! I want to pet Displacer. Yeah.
Go up and pet
We have
it.
a dead one, so now you can go pet it without the possibility of dying.
All right. So.
Boop the snoot. I'm living.
And that's 30 to stealth, DM.
Okay. All right. So Caneloth 1 is up with Caneloth 4 on deck. So Caneloth 1. He is going to. Okay. So. Let me measure this. Oh, God. Okay. So. From where he's at, he is going to make a multi-attack against Willow. He's closest to Willow. So, he is going to make a tongue attack. So you see these razor-sharp teeth open up with this forked tongue shoot out towards Willow. It's almost snake-like tongue, just hit it. And let's see. It rolls a dirty 20 to hit.
hits.
Alright. And that
My
is...
AC's still 14 because we don't have the stuff for the
Oh, wait, no, you did get it.
armor.
But what, DM, what would Willow's new AC be with that new armor?
+2.
Okay, so my AC.
So give yourself a +2, but that's still hit. It's still a dirty 20. There's not much because fairies can't wear plate or anything, so the most you could wear is leather to be able to still cast and fly and stuff. Anything higher than that, it's not going to do shit. You won't be able to do anything. So it will any armor that you can wear will only give you as much as a +2, unless you were to carry a shield, and then it would give you an additional 2. Okay, so, which eventually, if you want that made, we can do that. Alright, so that is 9 points of piercing damage, plus... Hold on.
Uh-oh, he has to count dice.
No, I needed another d6. Plus 6 points of acid damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength is not my forte.
Oh god.
I got a 9. I have a -1 strength because I'm a fairy.
Okay, so as it does that, it reaches out, you get hit, and it then wraps its tongue around you and pulls you 30 feet, which brings you right up to it.
Okay.
And
am I restrained?
You are restrained until the grapple ends.
Don't let it eat me!
That's going to end his turn. As Caneloth 4 is going to... Man, they can move. Go up to here, and he's going after Korth with the same attack.
Okay.
Alright. That is a 10. That misses.
That misses.
So that's for the first one. That is the claw attack. Or I'm sorry, that's the tongue attack.
Okay.
So he misses the tongue. You're able to kind of move out of the way. He then uses the rest of his movement to get up to you and make a claw attack for his second attack.
Okay.
Which I forgot to do it on Willow, the second attack, but I'm not worried about it.
I mean, we don't want to kill Willow.
I mean...
I'll be sure to make it traumatic if it happens.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Traumatic death.
That hits.
Oh yeah, but Staffy's gonna die twice.
So that is 6 points of slashing damage. And... I need another. And... almost knocked out my power. 9 points of force damage. As it moves up towards you and just... This claw just straight across your chest. Alright. That ends its turn. It is now Displacer Beast 1's turn. With Korth on deck. Displacer Beast 1 is going to... He is going to go here. Just out of range of Korth. But he's not out of range of Willow. So, He leaps over, goes for Korth, sees he can't get to him, and turns around to go to Willow. Willow is restrained. Therefore, every attack is at advantage.
Yeah.
All melee attacks are at advantage.
Oh,
So,
no.
it is going to make a multi-attack with its tentacles. Let's see. First attack with advantage is a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits?
That is 5 points of bludgeoning plus 4 points of piercing.
Okay.
Then with the second attack, that is 14 to hit.
Doesn't hit thanks to my armor.
It misses thanks to the armor.
Thank God.
So it reaches out, hits you with the first one. You
Oh my god, wait. Can we
manage
say the armor's like petals?
Sure. We manage, so it hits you and some of those petals like fly off, and it hits you with goes to hit you with the other one, and even in the tongue you're able to kind of move out of the way. This beast, then you see it, and there's two of them as it casts displacement. So anybody that attacks it, you have to roll at disadvantage. All right,
No.
and if you do attack and you do hit, it gets rid of that. Or if you kill it. All right, so that ends the Displacer Beast turn. Korth, you are up with the Caneloth 3 on deck.
Oh, this is gonna suck, but this might work. Korth, after getting hit, getting hit by the Caneloth that's in front of him, says, "Oh, you want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?" And he reaches with a fist directly into the Caneloth's throat. And I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to cast my first spell as a bonus action, which is going to be Lightning Bolt at... give me 1 second here. Where do I want to cast at? Yeah, we're going to cast it at 5th level.
Okay, now remember this is at disadvantage
Mm-hmm.
because it's a close
Well-
attack with a ranged spell.
Well, I actually need...
Oh, it's a saving
from
throw,
me.
isn't it?
Yeah, from me, I need... From where the beast is, if this might affect Willow, and I'm sorry in advance for this, but I need every creature that is from a straight line behind the Caneloth 100 feet and 5 feet to the side to make a dexterity saving throw.
How many feet?
100.
Um,
So that's everything including Willow. To make a dex save,
Yes.
Which I think I automatically fail because I'm entangled.
yes, that is correct. So,
oh
Caneloth,
god.
1,
Oh.
and they get advantage, so...
I have a dex save of 19.
The one in front of you fails. The Displacer Beast gets advantage because of the displacement. Displacer Beast passes. Willow, what'd you get?
I automatically fail because I'm entangled.
Oh, right. That's right.
I mean, unless you want to do whatever the Caneloth gets.
No, that's
like,
fine.
attached to him.
Caneloth 1 got an 18. What did they need?
A 19.
Okay, so he fails. And the other one fails. They all fail.
I mean, we're good. It probably won't kill me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed
I'm
one.
still okay. I still have 64. I mean, it's not a whole bunch,
Okay,
but...
yeah, they all fail. Except for the Displacer Beast.
The Splicer Beast is the only one that passed. God.
This will hurt.
Yes, but unfortunately for me, Displacer Beast still takes damage, which means he's now one thing.
The ones that didn't save take 39 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so now I'm looking messed up, so nobody try to hit me again. Now I need healing before somebody can hit me. Like, I'll be fine. You might need to help me, but...
Be fine!
I mean, I have 25 hit points left, so... I'm okay, but...
Oh, you're good. You're good. You got this.
Yeah. Let me see, do I have...
Okay. So, you reach into the mouth, and...
I don't know if I would.
Lightning arcs through all of them. The Displacer Beast is able to move just slightly as it just singes him, and that second form dissipates. And Korth, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fudged.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a 12.
Belvis. I don't think that would free me.
It's a 12. Okay. So, it wraps its tongue around your arm.
That's
as you
fine.
shoved its arm in your mouth, and you are now restrained.
That's fine.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Nope, because that was a bonus action.
Okay. Just remember that you have to use an action to get out of this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What if you cast fire on his mouth?
He can't. His action has to be used to get out of the being restrained.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you got to think that a lot of, especially as a sorcerer, a lot of their stuff is physical. So he has to physically do hand motions, which he can't do if that hand's restrained. If it was a verbal, I would say yes. But
that'd be pretty hardcore, though.
Well, so am I fully restrained, or just the one arm that's in my mouth? That's in his mouth.
The one arm is restrained.
Okay. Can I use my other hand to cast a spell?
I will say at disadvantage. Okay. Because you're used to casting it with both hands.
Okay.
So it would be harder to cast it with one.
Okay. What happens if I casted Blight on the one that's restraining my arm? It's not... Yeah, there's no... It needs a saving throw on that one.
It needs what? I'm sorry.
It needs a saving throw.
Okay.
I'm going to cast... yeah, I would cast Blight 5th level on the... with my other hand, with the one that's got my arm in its mouth.
Okay, so the saving throws, what
19.
Kind of saving throw?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, and it gets it 19. That is 21.
Okay, that passes, but it still takes... half that. Half of 39.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic.
Okay. so we'll call it 19. Okay. So you, with your other hand, are able to and cast Blight as it rears. It needs to. Okay, so it passed the strength check, and actually I need to do the other one for when the other one took damage, and that one passed too. Okay, so it's still holding onto Willow, still holding onto your arm.
Okay.
Alright, is that end your turn?
Now it ends my turn.
Okay. It is now number 3's turn with Sobek on deck. Alright, number 3 is over here. God, these things can fucking move. It is going to... Fuck it. It's going to come over here to Van. You see, Cannon Lost have True Sight. They have True Sight. They can see you.
It can't see me.
And they have 50 feet of movement. So Cannon Lost can fucking move.
I can still run faster.
It's going to take a multi-attack.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Multi-attack. First one is... $22 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, okay. I didn't give you that many magic weapons. Okay. So that is 15 points of piercing damage. Halved. Plus
Correct.
Plus the ones. Plus 8 points of acid damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw as it reaches out with its tongue.
Licky tongue.
It's dripping this acidic ooze.
Yeah, look at Tommy.
19.
Okay, you pass. So it reaches out, goes, and it hits you. You take that damage, that acid just kind of like seeps into your skin, and it goes to wrap you, and you're able to kind of slip out of the way of it. Still is going to make another attack. With a 25 to hit.
Just hits.
I'm rolling really good for these.
Yeah, you are.
That was a natural 18, and it has a +7 to all its hits.
Damn.
Good lord.
Yeah. So that is... It's going to do its tongue again for another 15 points of piercing. Plus 6 points of acid. And you need to make another strength saving throw. Yeah, Candleloss are pretty cool little creatures.
He just wants to restrain Van, that's all.
I mean...
And he
10.
was lucky them.
That's a fail. So it wraps you up, and you are grappled. Until it lets you go, or it dies, or fails its save. Okay.
Or I break out.
Or you break out, yes. At the beginning of your turn, you can make a save. Sobek is up with number 2, Canolith 2 on deck.
Alright, Sobek is gonna cast Celestial Warfare.
Okay, so you do that, and you feel the blessing of Auril come down upon you as lightning begins to crackle across your body, and these wings used to be this white, and you have not done Celestial Warfare since you have changed to
I didn't once, actually.
a blue dragon. Yeah, it was right mid.
I think it was a mid-change.
Yeah, so as you do this, you're used to these pure white wings that instead they come out and they are pure lightning energy in the form of wings.
And his flaming greatsword still.
Yes.
Alright, he's gonna move as close as to that displacer beast as he can.
You can get there easily.
Yeah, because now he has 40 feet of flight.
Even in your normal speed, this cave's not that big.
And instead of attacking it with the sword, he's gonna unleash his lightning breath. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
18.
$19.
You'll take half.
Don't even roll damage. It doesn't take any. Remember, it has avoidance, like a rogue. So it basically will. Basically, it's gonna like reverberate itself so much that as you cast the lightning, so you move up to it, you go to cast this lightning, and it shakes and it goes straight through it, hits the wall, and you actually see the wall that was wet from whatever was dripping down actually almost crystallizes because of the lightning.
Alright, and then he'll use Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay. That ends your turn?
And that'll end his turn.
Alright. So, we have number 2 up with Willow on deck. Number 2 is going to... Actually, he's going to stay right here. And he's going to attack Sobek. Tongue attack is a 16 to hit.
This.
Okay, so it misses that one. It's going to do a second one. That went off the board. That is a 26 to hit.
That one hits.
That is 9 points of piercing plus...
Oh, we forgot to do the coughing damage.
Yeah,
For
I'll do
Sobek.
that. I'll do that after this. Plus 4 points of acid, and you take 3 points of poison damage from Atheon. She's gonna kill another character. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I won't kill Sobek.
20.
You pass. So it reaches out, hits you, and you're able to push the tongue out of the way.
And I've technically only killed one. The other one you killed for the fact that you were telling me how to play the character.
It is going to use its movement to back up into this chamber. Alright. So, that ends his turn.
It ran?
It just backed up. It's being strategic. Willow is up. Belva's on deck.
Alright. I'm gonna try to wiggle free.
Yep, you gotta make a strength saving throw.
An 8?
Fails. Willow tries to move around, but this thing, it has these like barbed spikes on the end of its tongue that are dug into Willow's skin.
Yeah.
Ew.
She basically kind of looks like when a frog snatches a fly out of the air.
Like that?
Like her worst nightmare.
Here, I'll show you guys
As an insect person.
what it looks like.
Yeah, so it's like a freaky frog thing.
Yeah, that's a cantaloupe.
With paws.
Okay, so Willow is unable to do anything.
What the fuck?
So, Willow, that ends your turn?
Yeah, she's just sitting there dripping some blue blood off of her
Yeah.
body.
So, Belvis, you're up. Atheon on deck.
Alright, Belvis, seeing Willow in danger. Dean, am I able to get up to Willow, like right on her, and like try and cut that tongue off? Belvis is gonna pull out his ogre mage sword.
What's your movement? You can get there. It's only 25 feet.
Okay,
Your movement should be at least 30.
So Belvis is basically he's just gonna pull his ogre dagger, not a dagger, and it's gonna shout, "Oh, come and Willow!" And just gonna go like, "Yeah!" and just try and go right on the top.
I will say, if you get a natural 20, which Pam will have to double check on. If you get a natural 20, you can cut off the tongue.
Why aren't you using the dice tower?
Because I'm gonna try my lucky dice.
He did.
He got
did
it.
Okay.
Okay, you see me lifting this straight up. It's, I don't know if you can see it. It's a nat 20. It's the wolf.
Okay.
Moon.
Okay.
Belvis. Okay, so Belvis.
Belvis, his hero moment.
Huh?
I said Belvis is having his hero moment.
Belvis is
They
just
always wanted.
Right before he dies.
Yeah.
Belvis is right now mentally, he just doesn't care. Like, he's got so much flood of
I mean, he didn't ever care about his daughter
Hey,
anyways.
shut
So.
up. Belvis didn't know about it. You can't put that on him. Belvis just kind
I mean, if he left,
Belvis just kind of goes.
All right, roll damage. Roll straight damage. Don't double it.
And Van says just loud enough for him to hear. Sure glad you fight better than you are in a courtroom.
Belvis doesn't listen, but he's like. Alright, that's 10 damage.
Okay, so the reason it's not doubled is because it is resistant to your sword.
Is it even magical?
It is resistant to all piercing and slashing damage.
Okay.
It is
Still
also
took-
resistant.
But you also took off.
I mean, you
out
still.
tongue.
I did
mean-
say you cut the tongue
No,
off.
that's fine. That's what okay.
You still got the.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm not complaining.
So you cut the tongue off. Willow is freed. And so you cut through. Willow's freed. Willow's able to kind of be there.
Fishman is my hero.
You see that tongue start to wiggle as
Oh. Ew.
it goes back in and connects itself back.
Ew. Ew.
Okay,
No,
this thing
no.
dies first.
Bloody hell.
Belvis kind of says to Willow, "Run!"
All right, does that end your turn?
Yeah, I pretty much used everything up just doing all
Okay.
that.
All right, Atheon's up. Bakura on deck.
Is the displacer beast displaced?
He is not. He took damage,
Kill that cat.
so it's a straight roll.
Eldritch
I
Blast.
say that as a cat, as an owner of 2
All right.
cats.
Let's roll some Eldritch Blast.
Who would?
and that's wild magic after that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we can fuck with those Sobek about.
Technically, Atheon has no idea what the hell is going on, just knows that their magic is being fucked with, so...
Look,
23
his
to hit.
trial is putting up with it.
23 hits.
I just can't believe I rolled a 20. Holy crap.
21 to hit?
Hits.
Run the spaghetti snoop.
20 to hit? It's a dirty 20.
Hits. It hits.
$28 to hit.
All 4 hit.
I swear to
Jeez.
God, that is the first time ever.
Yeah.
All
You're actually-
hit.
You are actually finally a warlock.
So, my one Atheon dice for my advantage set is in dice jail. I used my other one and it was perfect.
Alright, so roll damage for all 4. Just roll it and combine it.
Yep. I think this is the most amount of damage I have done with Atheon. 33 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So as you all 4 hit the displacer beast, roll me d20s. First one.
3,
Second.
17,
Third.
nat 20,
Fourth.
9.
Okay. You only have to roll twice on the table. Alright, so give me a d100.
29.
29. So you feel this sudden urge. You are able to teleport up to 60 feet to a space of your choice. However, Canoloths have a natural affinity of what's called a dimensional lock, where they do not allow teleportation within 60 feet. You are within 60 feet of a Canoloth, so it null and voids it.
Fuck.
Alright, roll your other D100. So you feel that power and you're getting ready to teleport, and it just fizzles out.
96.
Wait, no, it's 57 that poisoned Sobek.
Yeah.
So, everybody, all of you, every single one of you, feel this weakness to you.
Oh, fuck me.
You all have vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
Oh, Cyrus.
Which means so that vulnerability to piercing damage, and that does include you.
Me?
So no, I'm saying so. Bakira typically has resistance.
Resistant.
So what this will do, Bakira, for you, it will make it a straight. Instead of it being doubled, it'll be straight. So for everybody else, if you are hit with a piercing attack, that damage is doubled until the end of Atheon's next turn.
Yay for werewolf being werewolf.
Oh, this can be bad.
So, especially because
gang, welcome to the day that Atheon killed the whole party.
Yeah, she's going for it as much as possible. So
I'm gonna tell the story to my grandchildren.
And of course, it's when you guys face creatures that all do piercing damage.
Yeah, of course. And next week on Dungeon of Magi, we'll be starting campaign 2. Yeah. So be sure to tune in.
We will be taking a break because I'm not ready to start campaign 2. We will be going full time into the Wild West one shot.
I feel like the thought I posted in main chat kind of
All right,
dictates what's going on right now.
Atheon, your turn's over.
Yeah, I've done enough damage.
Bakira's up. Van on deck.
Okay. So, I'm going to bonus action Crimson Right.
Okay.
So I take 6 points of damage to myself.
Okay.
Does that compare piercing damage that she does to herself?
It's slashing.
Flashing. So, flash. And with that Crimson Right, I am going a very icy cold wraps around Bakira's claws.
Okay.
I do cold damage.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you're behind Sobek. Thank you, Scaris, that you're behind him.
All right,
Let's
who we
see how long
attacking?
that lasts. Ah! Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I'm gonna attack the one that attacked Van.
Okay. Rush over there.
And I am going to use my claw attack. That also has cold damage. So 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So let's see. Nine points of damage plus 3 points of cold for that.
Okay.
And
Well, but
then
chilly.
I'm going to make my second attack.
Okay.
$31 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Trying to see. If this is a 6 or a 9. I can't.
Dot. Where's the dot? Is that near
That-
the circle or the line?
Wait, this is only a D8, so it's a 6. So 6 plus, so 13 for the regular damage, and for the cold, 5.
Okay. Sorry, I was doing math in my head. So you, and it does, although you hear it kind of whimper, it doesn't do as much damage as you think it should do to it.
Oh, fun.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. Actually, it needs to. It passed the strength saving throw, so it still is holding on to Van. Van, you're up. You need to break out of this.
Bad doggy.
That ugly dog.
Just want to give you kisses.
18.
18 passes. You're able to get yourself out, but that does take your action.
That's my action.
That's it for your action. So you have a bonus action left.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Use my rogue ability and back up to 30 feet.
Cannot back up. You're against the wall.
Then
You can go to your left, but you're out in the open.
All
And
right.
if you go to the right, there's a fire there.
And what's on the other side of him?
More enemies.
More enemies.
When you disappeared the first time, you were in the darkest part.
Okay.
I mean, keep in mind that they can see you no matter where.
Yeah, they're gonna see me no matter. I just want to.
You can
some
move
distance.
like near Atheon, like towards Atheon, and still be away from the animals.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
So-
I'll move you 15 feet. That's going to put you in between two of them, but they are far enough away.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
And
All right,
somebody wants to
that
move
ends-
them again.
That ends, which it is now their turn. All right, so number 1 is the one that is near Willow and Belvis. It is going after Willow again.
Wait a minute. You saying the one that I attacked is going after Willow?
Rehealed its tongue.
Oh no, that's not it. Wouldn't I be in front of Willow?
No.
No, you
No.
came up to the side and cut it off.
Oh.
You guys had you had no movement, and so the only way you could have gotten in front of Willow is as a fighter you would have taken one of the feats to be able to sweep her around, but you never took that feat.
I don't even think I have that.
That's a feat as a fighter to be able to do that.
Dude,
Which
bait
are
and
great.
switch,
Bait
man.
and switch is an amazing feat.
Should have took
Alright.
it. Bait and switch is
So-
awesome.
Number 1,
I mean, it
attacking
makes
Willow.
sense. This thing wants to eat me.
Yeah, it's a feat that you have to choose when.
It's not on my list of things.
Yeah, it's when you're both.
16 to hit.
Just hits.
16 just hits. That it. Ooh. 16
Oh,
points
God.
of piercing, doubled to 32.
God
Double-
damn it, she's down
doubled
again.
Yep,
doubled
I'm
to
down again.
32. Plus,
I'm sorry.
What's the damage?
uh,
No, the acid damage.
9 points of acid.
Uh,
That doesn't count. So that is part of that attack, so it doesn't count as the extra 2.
Okay.
So it doesn't count as the automatic crits. It sees Willow go down. It is then. So. Alright,
Poor Willow.
Willow.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes sense, it makes sense.
As you go down, I'm
Mhm.
giving you an option.
Oh,
This
jeez.
is the new thing we've rolled out that we saw a hint of with Sobek. You have the option. I am going to tell you that this creature is not going to attack you again, is going to go after Belvis. But you have the option to either play with your death saving throws and get your death saving throws, or negate all 3 of your death saving throws, complete one last heroic action, and be gone forever. Now, I am going to tell you something privately
Okay.
before you make your decision.
Okay.
Oh.
Elvis is here a moment and the person still goes down.
my god, I put an ad up while I'm making this decision. So he's just seeing an ad right now.
That's funny. We have those ads for a reason. They make us money.
Yeah.
So, let that play into your decision. So, again, do you choose to continue your rolls? Now, again, I'm telling you that this beast isn't going to attack you while you're down. That does not mean another one is not going to.
I feel like that displacer piece is going to turn.
Do you risk that? Do you risk failing your saving throws, or would you like to take one last heroic action in this world as Willow before you are gone forever?
Oh god, this is such a hard decision. I'm gonna message you something.
Bro, this is tough.
We're keeping suspense.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
We'll be right back after the short break. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, I'm like sweating over here.
This ends the session tonight.
Right?
I should have ended it on this. That would have been great.
Oh man, no. Oh.
I mean, you technically could until Willow says what they want to do, and then just before they give an answer, just end it.
Ooh.
I know.
Dude, I'm not gonna sleep tonight!
Neither am I!
We're discussing something at the moment.
Oh.
Yes. However,
Whispers?
I
Whispers? Oh my word. Who can we plug as a sponsor for this? For these whispers? Well, let's plug them all. Raven's Nest Dice. What, Dungeon Crate?
We got Dungeon Crate. We got Big Nerd Coffee.
Yeah, who else? The Forge.
Grapevine Lightworks.
Right.
They're lovely dice gels.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you guys are all awesome.
Luna?
Yeah, Luna will start.
I can't pronounce their name, so...
Yeah, Luna. Jump on our page and check the sponsor page and go visit everybody and show them some love while these whispers are going on, because Van's getting panicky. I'm just gonna say it. Van's getting panicky.
Athion's getting panicky.
Yeah, she's killing other characters.
I technically didn't kill her.
Oh, but you're slowly killing Sobek before hours.
Kind of. If we're gonna be perfectly honest here, I mean, you did give her
Argos,
vulnerability to piercing.
Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, guys! I can do this kitty snoop!
And technically, Atheon doesn't know what's going on.
Alright. So, I'm going to rephrase this for anybody that has not...
Oh my god.
Alright, so, Willow has been downed. Willow gets the choice to, A, take the chance of another creature hitting her and automatically failing the 2 death saves. B, rolling their death saving throws. Or C, in our newest addition to the campaign and future campaigns, negating all 3 death saving throws to do one last heroic action, but never be able to be seen again. No amount of magic or divine intervention will bring Willow back, and the action cannot be a heal or taking a potion. So, Willow, what is your decision?
Willow is lying on the ground, her breath shaky, she can hardly breathe. She takes a deep breath and whispers out, "I'm sorry, Fairway." And she bubbles up all of the eldritch energy in her body and makes herself explode.
So you see Willow on the ground. You hear those faint whispers from Willow echo throughout the cavern as Willow then begins to hover as this eldritch energy, this black, pink, and purple energy takes over the small fairy, bardic, warlock body. It begins to swarm around. Willow begins to glow almost like Atheon does. A huge explosion as all of you hit the ground out of a reaction. The creatures splatter against the wall as every single one of them are dead.
So she just turned herself into a Fey nuclear bomb, basically.
She turned herself into the ultimate Eldritch Blast.
Atheon screams, and this is the most emotion you have ever heard from Atheon. Screams, no.
Oh yeah, Sobek's erupting up in a roar in frustration of what just happened.
Bill was just dropped to his knees and starts.
I would say that Van, who doesn't show emotion, just kind of turns his back to everybody and drops to his knees.
Bakira, still in her wolf form, lets out the most baleful, saddening howl that anyone has ever heard come from her. And tears start matting the fur on her cheeks.
You guys, as you all are in shock and disbelief at the ultimate sacrifice that Willow paid to save all of you and keep you all alive in this plane, you hear footsteps coming from the entrance of the cave, and you can't quite see from the light that is inside. And as they make their way towards where Willow once laid, you see Bakira, a familiar tiefling bard, as Safi walks in, fully in control. That is where we're going to end tonight.
Thank God I'm not Singe!
I want to,
Thank God I am not Singe!
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please tune in next week to see the continuation of the trial of Sobek.
Ooh, my hands are clammy.
And what is to come. Again, thank you everybody for watching us and being a part of our family. Please check us out again on Patreon, patreon.com/Dungeons and Magi, all one word. Get exclusive offers, get into our exclusive chat, and we also will start doing shout outs to all of our patrons and you're entered to win special contests and things like that. So, again, tune in next week as we roll the damn dice. Good night, everybody.